This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 years old, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. If you are offended by any content herein, that is your own problem, as you have been warned. Do not try this at home.
Release the Kraken!
Because I am ready, and I will not let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Cup of coffee, man. Wow, man!
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this.
Get on with it!
You stupid cunt. Cocaine! All right, guys. This is Shots from the Balcony, the first Shots from the Balcony of the year. I just had a hiccup in the middle of a speech. That was great.
Way to go.
That was a drunk hiccup.
Yeah, not yet. We are on Bad Habits Network. This episode is brought to you in part by Resurrection Vapor at www.resurrectionvapor.com. They like to keep it down. They like to get down and trashy and keep it a little bit classy. That's why they're with our diatribal asses.
Diatribal.
Yeah, diatribal.
Sweet.
Yeah. I know we are also sponsored by Vapewalkie in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Check them out at www.vapewalkie.com. They have a very fine selection of high-end mods, low-end mods, and everything in between. More than 120 types of juice are on their wall, and fucking shit, they know what they're doing. And I know I cursed during a promo. Whatever, who cares? It's the new year.
You're fired.
They are sponsored by your mom.
Why is he dead?
I don't know. I can't hear him.
No, why am I dead?
Hello? Oh, hello.
Ouch.
I can hear myself. Turn me down a little bit. That's loud.
Too.
Yeah, they like
Because
to
when I
keep you
scream,
dead.
it's going to be way too loud.
Cocaine.
They're sponsored by your mom.
Okay.
Lots of cocaine.
Oh my god, this hurts my eyes.
The mirror.
Cocaine doesn't go in your eyes, man. I'm just
All
saying.
right, with us today is Gremlin Dave.
Yo.
Josh, our coil Jew, I guess, is what we're calling you.
The coil
we gotta
Jew.
figure something. We gotta have a debate.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be coiled ginger.
Legit. With us again, always welcome here, James
Hello, hello.
and Sean.
Aloha. You know they can't see you when you wave, right?
And we're also waiting on Kenny the midget. He's outside currently with the cops.
Yeah. The local finest, let's say it.
This is
At
the
least-
first time.
At least he's on a first name basis with them.
Yeah, dude, this is honestly the first time the cops have been called.
But, well, they didn't get called. They probably came by
They
and
stopped.
his ass parked in the road, so.
Yeah, Kenny's parking job's real great sometimes.
All right.
Can't
Now he's
see
out
over
there
the
beating on
dash.
his truck with a hammer trying to start the thing.
He's the one with the CDL. Remember that, folks.
No shit.
Surprised he's even tall enough to reach the clutch.
Are you?
Well, he's coming back down, so they didn't arrest him.
See, are you tall enough to reach the clutch
Please.
in a big rig?
Yes.
Please tell me everything's okay. We got two thumbs up.
The cop said, good night, Kenny. Have a good night.
That's really what they said?
Yeah.
Seriously.
dude, every cop knows him. Let's be realistic here.
I know they do.
Right there. She's like,
Is
star
it for a good
witness.
reason,
She had
though?
to start the truck while I was banging on the starter.
They just don't want to deal with you anymore tonight.
And they're like, when they pulled up, they're like,
You know you got glitter on your face?
yeah, because I was playing with the girls.
Oh, okay.
That's what
You
they
got
all
sons.
say.
I got daughters. Fuck you, queer.
Yeah, usually if something's on my face, it's blood from either me or one of the boys.
Oh, God.
Our
Line
glitter
of the
from your
day.
queer son.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
The
what was
boys.
it?
I
You
got
can't
daughters.
see the quotation marks in there
I
over
was going to
there.
say, line of the
Hey.
day. Kenny gets the line of the day. I got daughters. Fuck you, queer.
Right?
No, the cops showed up, though. I don't know if we should talk about this or not. I mean, it's...
They're not listening. Fuck
Well,
them.
hold up. They can listen on the job, so if they're listening, thanks for the views.
Hey,
Thanks for the download.
And by the way, fuck the police. Sorry.
Well-
Guess what? Thank you for not arresting me again tonight.
Again. He says again. Thanks for
Like it's
not doing it
No,
again.
See, the thing is, they probably are listening. They're sitting around the corner waiting for the show to get done so they can watch for Kenny to take off.
You don't want to know the last time that happened when they met me in truck.
What?
We're doing this again.
No, we're not. All it is Rose went out there, said, that's my friend's truck. Yeah, where's Kenny?
Yeah, where's Kenny?
And that was the face palm heard around the world.
I
Cop
walked
was
out
like,
there.
oh, shit.
I said,
Here we
hey,
go.
I'm here. Well, what are you doing here? I said, well,
I'm here. Fuck you, queer.
I said, I'm hanging out with my buddies. We're getting ready to do a radio podcast thing. Oh, okay. You can't have your truck parked like this. I said, well, I'll move it. How much have you had to drink?
2.
I said 3 or 4, maybe 5 beers. Well, you can't leave your truck parked like this.
That's when you hand him the keys and say, all right, move it, sir.
I'm like, all right, I'll move it. Well, you can't. Why? Because you're going to have to back into public road. I'll have someone else move it. Rose was standing right there because the cops are looking. She's scared.
And she loves driving trucks.
I'm like, I'll give Rose my keys. Rose, I need a flashlight and a hammer because I got a big starter. So, no, go upstairs.
Okay, this episode is brought to you in part by
Tiny humans.
Tiny humans.
And remember from last week, folks, the binky is on the fridge.
Dick.
It's supposed to be.
So,
it never is when you need it.
Speaking of dick moves, remember how I promised myself to do the life goal of be more of a dick this year?
Yes.
It happened.
Well, good for you.
Not today, but I was saving it for the show.
Hey, heads up, you're only 6 days in. You got to maintain for another 359
January
days.
2nd, it happened.
You have to maintain for another 359 days, boy.
It's already...
Let me finish my story.
Oh, finish your story.
You guys laugh.
Oh, shit.
So, I'm laying underneath my truck with the hammer, right? How many cops let
Not
you
me.
walk into
Not
a...
me.
How many cops let you walk into a house, grab a hammer, and come right back out?
That's a good point.
In your head, yeah.
Right. Because I told him, I said, the truck ain't going to start. I got to bang on the starter with the hammer. Hammer's at the house. I got to use my brother's.
Oh, I'm
go
sorry,
back out
sir.
there.
I got to go in and get the AK-47 to start my truck. Is that all right?
So I bang on
It's okay.
the
The butt is solid. It's solid.
Right.
We can crack on a real
brass.
Thunk,
It's my
thunk.
fault. I lost count because it's every 50 starts you got to smack the starter. Because somebody in this room has my good starter. We won't say Dave's name, but
James, I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
No, I'm
Soaking
how
it
many
in.
times has he had to smack this starter that he's got it down to like the count? Like,
3 or 4.
300 or 400.
so I ain't got my bungee cord. That's why I needed a Rose. And the cop wouldn't let me pull it into
Wait a
the
minute,
yard.
wait a minute.
Wait
Hold on,
a
stop
minute.
there. What the
Back
fuck? How does a bungee cord help you
I'm
in
sure
this?
he
So
turns
he
the
can turn the
key,
key. So he can turn the
puts
key
the
from
bungee cord
outside
on.
while he's smacking the starter.
What you do is you take the bungee cord, you hook it on the new key rings. You know they got 2 holes, right? And you hook it underneath your seat. You smack the starter, it starts automatically. You don't need someone to hold the key.
Jesus. Yeah.
Ingenuity
Genius,
of
ain't
the
it?
new year.
Pardon my French, but I've heard the term nigger rigging before, and holy shit, that's pretty fucking, like...
No, that's just hillbilly advice.
Well, I don't know.
That's some redneck ingenuity right there.
Exactly.
No,
So-
see, usually a hillbilly will just change his fucking starter.
Yeah, after the 5th or 6th time. But why change a good thing? I mean, it's still starting.
What do you mean a good thing? You gotta get a fucking hammer and a bungee cord and a
Oh,
flashlight.
hold
fucking...
up. He's
Like
got a
you
point.
ain't got that.
A
in
friend's
the
wife.
pouches of your-
This is
Hold up
You're
here.
real
Right. So his priority is liquor over getting a new starter because the starter that he has still works. Now-
Sometimes.
No, but that's the thing. It still works.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, but
Right.
my brand new
So-
starter's in my brother's truck.
Here,
So I
hold my
can't
beer.
take it.
Watch this.
Right?
Hey, hold up, officer. Hold my beer. Watch this. So he pulls out this giant bungee cord. He's fucking running around, getting to the back of his truck, pulls out this giant fucking hammer. The cop's like, oh, God.
It's like that little
Hand
Turkish
on the
guy
taser. He's ready to fucking whip it
No,
out.
not with me.
And then,
They're like,
and then
Kenny,
he goes into
do
his
it.
truck, comes out with just the hammer.
And you know,
you
Kenny,
hear it go,
hurry up.
"Ah!" And he's like, thunk, thunk, thunk.
There we go.
Right.
Whatever
That's
works.
just your guys' problem. You guys ain't got a good relationship with your local police force like I do.
Well,
I'm
when you
not
know
from
him on a
the state, so they don't like me at all.
Well,
when you know him on a
So
first,
am I.
I don't need a good
Neither do I. So
relationship
they ain't
with
writing
them
me a ticket.
because I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, they see my last name and they're like, "Oh, I got to go back to the squad for a minute. Give me a second."
You wanna
know,
hear
that's
something
like,
funny?
back
and
up.
then that's when you start making phone calls because you're like, "Oh shit,
No,
I'm gonna
this
need
ain't
somebody
funny.
to pick me
I
up."
shouldn't
Yeah,
say
like,
that. I was gonna say you want to hear something funny, but it ain't. My truck just sitting in the street, right? 6 squads.
Really?
Yeah.
6 squads for your truck.
Yeah.
How the
It's Kenny. It's Kenny.
Because I
That's
have
it.
Yeah, they said Kenny on the thing, and it turned into a high-risk stop. You know, they were like...
I am. But they let me walk in the house, grab a hammer, come back out.
Should have came out holding on to Gary. Here's my hammer.
I'm just going to sit back and let this soak in. No, I'm not. How the fuck are you still coming back into the house after that?
Because the cops know him.
Rose said,
It's
go
bad.
downstairs.
When the cops know
Too
you,
much
it's bad.
paperwork on this evening.
It's not a paperwork thing. They just know. You know what, though? Rose said, did I really hear that? Because once the truck was parked in the yard, right, and we moved it and complained with city ordinance or whatever the fuck they're bitching about tonight.
Yeah.
It's bill dependent.
The cop left. Do you want to know his exact words?
Uh,
Kenny, have a good night. Well, hopefully not see you tomorrow.
Midnight is only hours away, folks.
Right.
Oh, my God.
He stopped and he said
You
that. 'cause
opened
he seen
this
me
can
standing
of
out there with the
worms.
hammer, and he's like, Kenny, have a good night. I hope
You
I
need a
don't see
ride home
tomorrow."
tonight, midget. I'll give you a ride.
We got to take my gremlins with me.
I got 2 car seats in the way. Fuck.
No, you don't need car seats. One fits in the glove box, the other one's stuff you can stuff it under the seat.
Shit, I got a luggage rack, too. I mean, fuck,
Well,
it's
you got to stuff
Oh, I
under
guarantee
the seat
my
to
son
handle
will
the beer.
fucking take that up in a heartbeat.
Five Below. Fuck Five Below, Schmalow. Fuck.
Yeah, but the luggage rack stuff's wind blow. So it kind of warms up there.
Never a dull moment when he shows up.
I love you, Kenny.
Every week he's got some law enforcement story to tell that's brand fucking new for that week.
Well, it's good to know Janesville's,
See, we need to get a
earning that
see,
tax money you're paying them.
What
Yep.
we need to do is hire a camera crew like the Trailer Park Boys, just to follow you around for a month.
No. With Kenny, it'd be more like run, Ronnie, run.
Right.
That's a deep reference.
In my defense. In my defense.
You don't have a viable defense, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna stay at home tonight.
You came here
because I was invited over.
But he said "but." See, you heard them 3 letters. But.
No, see what it is. It's like you ever.
Yeah, and all 3 daughters were bugging the shit out of you. When we going to Uncle Gary's?
Where's Uncle Gary? He's at home. Well, why can't we go there? I said, we will. We're going there now. No, we'll go there whenever he calls me. Every phone call that anybody ever called
I don't
me
have
today,
a bell.
is that Uncle Gary?
Where's
the
bell, Dave? There it is.
we go.
Wow.
No, that's not Uncle Gary.
me.
Hold up. Dude.
Oh, is that Uncle Gary? No, that's not Uncle Gary.
Every time the phone rings.
So then I had to make that kind of... But that's Dave's fault from last week.
What'd I do last week?
You invited him here.
This
Oh
week,
yeah.
fuck you, asshole.
No,
I got the cops over here. And...
last week I invited
James,
you. I
I
don't know what
promise
happened
we'll
this
talk
week.
to you in a minute.
No, you invited me over
I'm
for this
thoroughly
week.
I did?
entertained right now.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
sitting
for
back
tomorrow.
enjoying a cold beverage.
Blown
and
Pistons.
watching.
Oh, whatever. It's all runs. You're
that's
talking to
good.
me.
Yeah, I invited him for blowing Pistons.
Okay.
He's a day early.
That's good.
Oh,
That's a
in
little
my
bit
defense.
He's going to be here tomorrow, too.
In my
Sorry.
Fuck,
defense.
that cop's going to
Have
see
to.
him tomorrow.
That's- wow.
No, I'll
good,
be.
dude.
Hopefully that's during first
That
shift.
is
That's
really
fire.
good.
Because that's Peterson and me and him get along. even
Jesus
better.
Christ.
That's not something you'd like normally think about. It's like, wait a second, that would be good with the that. they'd
Yeah,
be good together.
absolutely.
They'd be damn fucking
What are you
fire
talking
together.
about,
And a
Josh?
complete difference. One's from
Here,
Boston.
Send this over to Boss Man over there.
Oh, I thought we were talking about.
Take a just take a rip out of that.
Take a
Tell
rip
me what
out
you
of
think.
this.
Take a rip.
Puff, puff, pass, motherfucker.
I thought we were talking
Yeah.
about the. I know the day shift, second shift cops.
That's neat.
Yeah. That's a mix of 2 bottles from like complete different worlds.
Wow.
One's from Boston.
Wow.
And
Oh,
then
wow.
One is
Wow.
from Randall, Elgin area.
Oh, nice. Sorry, Kenny. I don't mean to be
you do what
rude,
you're
but
doing.
did you finish your story?
Oh yeah.
I
mean,
can
the
I
cops
can
are gone.
never tell.
He could go on for hours.
Your wife is happy again. She got
Yeah.
to drive my truck.
Yep. So, and hopefully no little fucking tiny humans interrupt relations tonight.
I hope not.
Again.
Dude.
There's always the tiny
come
human
on.
ruining a relation
I will-
somewhere.
Guys.
Dave brought it to my attention that it's like subconsciously they know what's going on.
They're actually their DNA actually has them to interrupt the ritual of mating
relations.
Mating ritual is
because they don't.
You could say it. You're saying it nice. They're made to cock block.
They are because when they're
Literally.
little, that's what's in their mind or it's not in their mind, but what's bred into children is that we want to be the youngest for a while. We got to stop them from doing that.
So they're natural-born cock-blocking bastards.
And
but they know the time.
Ironically, both the daughter and the son are named Cockblock 1 and Cockblock 2.
All kids are cock blocks.
Well, I've got Hemi and Royd at home because they're both my pain in the asses.
So, as I was saying previously, Dave, I started the story, and I apologize to Kenny for interrupting him.
No, you're not. I just want to apologize.
No, you're right. I'm not sorry, actually.
I'm sorry for having the cops.
Here he goes again.
No, you're fine, dude.
That wasn't my intention.
It's not the first time the cops have been here, okay? It's the first time for this podcast, but not this house.
Not for the podcast.
Yeah, not this studio. But
so, anyways,
I told you I had a story for you about my New Year's life goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck a resolution. It's a life goal.
Okay.
I'm going to be more of a dick.
Okay.
About fucking time.
It happened on January 2nd, the first day of the last days of Veterans Vape and More sale. Rest in peace. I know it was the last night for...
Yep, tonight was the last night.
For
closing permanently.
Yep, and we're not going to talk about the why because it's personal for the owner. He's not here. He's going to talk for himself whenever he wants to talk. So, I'm waiting. I get there right when y'all open. And fucking right before I even get there, there are two Walmartians in their pajamas still waiting outside at 12:45.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Midwest. It's -7. Y'all troglodytes are in your pajamas waiting for a store to open.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I would be.
absolutely.
That's
better than
dedication.
Walmart.
That's dedication.
Damn vapors.
Walmart's just training. That's all they
Well,
are.
they weren't exactly vapors. They were trying to get in there and get the glass, the display glassware, as well as some of that fine CBD. Here's where the dick part comes in.
Go on.
One of the troglodytes says, well, I need to get some of that CBD from my man. And I just went, ugh. And didn't realize I did it.
That poor guy.
So are we talking Bull Dykish or...
We're talking...
Like trailer park straight off?
We're talking about 350 pounds of trailer park trash.
Damn.
Combined or singular?
Singular.
Oh, my Jesus.
Whoa.
And she said, I need to get that CBD from my man. And I just went, ugh.
Can I call this?
This
has got... Her man's got to be the skinny little black...
Oh, I guarantee he's a feeder.
Oh, that fucker's probably 90 pounds.
Soaking wet.
Yeah.
And tall as me.
Yeah.
He needs every...
Shit, I love my baby mamas.
But he needs every
Take care of
substance
all.
in the
Well,
world just to fuck her. You know
There
what I'm saying?
there was another gentleman there, and I'm going to call him gentleman because
Living
he was,
off his fucking...
No, he had his safety vest on.
Yeah, because he's got to go that way to the lumberyard to get his 2x4s to make his moms happy.
Nah, wrong guy.
Or he's stuck doing community service.
Separate customer, too.
Oh.
Just turned around and looked at me, and I went, oh, shit, that came out loud. He started chuckling. I was like, not sorry.
Whatever. I agree, buddy.
And I'm talking the legit fucking rose-tinted Coke bottle glasses fresh out of fucking bullshit high school. Walmart wants me to fucking spend my money there, fucking troglodyte.
That's awesome.
This bitch was so fucking big, I almost called her Pelican Neck on fucking reflex.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck that.
That again reminds me why I'm not allowed in public.
You'd have to get drunk in public just to fucking realize that was a viable option to stick your dick in just because it's cold.
Right.
Fuck that shit. I wouldn't do that if I was living in Greenland and naked. Fuck that shit.
Hey, that's when you...
No, I'm just saying about not
interrupted a
saying
rant.
something.
That's when you bend them over
No!
and cut their stomach open and sitting there for...
Oh, yeah, definitely. You thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah, some women are only worth doing the tauntaun with.
Oh, fuck.
They'll keep you fucking warm. That's all it's worth.
Oh, no, I guarantee that's dating a guy who fucking uses a Kotex cube as a tube as a fucking sleeping bag.
You almost failed.
I almost failed. This is the same guy
who
who's
stretching.
This is her boyfriend is the same type of guy who's got fucking pockmark scars on his face, but they weren't for fucking pimples. They were from the coat hanger dodges for the fucking abortion.
That's
Survivor 81. Woo! I survived. Mama fucking trying to get me not to be born.
Got any more in you?
The coat hanger missed.
Jane Fonda's a cunt.
That's the guy that fucking voted for
I was
Al
waiting
Gore.
for that. I was waiting for that.
Fuck.
No, I'm serious. It's
Yes,
nothing.
Jane Fonda is a cunt. You
No,
are serious.
it's nothing. No knock on the fucking store, but the goddamn wow. That's all I gotta say.
All I gotta say is look at the area that it's in. Though.
Oh, dude,
Like,
no offense. Love the guy. Love the shop. It's sad to see it go, but I got 3 mods for like fucking $30 each.
I love that goofy. You're like,
Yeah, well, look at this fucking beauty.
Right.
It's leather bound.
Bastard.
Oh, fuck, I lost my coat. Oh,
Rich mahogany and many leather-bound books.
Rich mahogany.
And many leather-bound mods.
I think they do it just to fuck with me.
Probably.
You need to get your one voice going again for that one. Yes.
They leave me with the less stuff.
Yes,
but every time
Todsworth.
they
Mr.
take it-
Todsworth the third. I forgot his first name, but fuck him.
You fuck that bastard.
I have a leather-bound mod. Fuck you. It's rich Corinthian leather.
Do you feel good about that?
I do actually.
I feel great.
So you gonna hold on to that way and masturbate tonight?
I'm gonna masturbate to that and make sweet, sweet love to myself with the caviar as lube.
Ball's about the right size.
You better stop.
James just got creeped out. He's like, I have not seen this side of Hammer yet.
No, it's good to hear you talking. Usually you take a backseat to all of our antics on the
Shenanigans.
radio.
Yeah.
He does like to be anti-shenanigans sometimes. He's like,
Yeah, well, I made a life goal. This year is not going to be the year of anti-shenanigans.
The year of the dick.
Dude, the year of the prick.
we're
Fuck that.
not even a week into it.
Dude, we're not even a week into it. I've had fucking 3 weeks at work as the chief union steward. I fucking dealt with 1 termination, 3 fucking write-ups. Had to take a fucking huge write-up for everyone else in the fucking fleet. Just so I could get them fucking 50 cents an extra an hour for the next 5 years.
And a partridge in
Fuck
a
them.
pear
And I'm not doing my job. Fuck you fucking fucks.
You want me to come talk for you, do you? Or not to you,
What?
You want me to come talk for you?
Yeah.
You got any
I
more
don't-
in you?
I don't-
Hey,
I got a few.
The question is, do
You gotta
want
bring your
me
hammer, though.
We got to
to
do
come
one at a
talk to
time
you?
to talk here, man.
I just walk in there and tell them, hey, here's what I heard, here's what I think, here's what I
Hey!
say.
Shut the fuck up there.
My question to you, without mentioning names, is: does the person who has the same first name as you, who has been with the company a fair amount of time, still have his job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gary.
You want me to come in there and just fucking hit
Yeah.
him? I'll go jump.
Yeah, he
Here.
does.
Okay.
Because I had to take a huge fucking hit.
Why?
Because the next write-up that was going to happen was going to be mine.
For what?
Not inspecting the vehicle pre-acceptance.
Your vehicle?
Yeah, I failed to do a pre-inspection of my vehicle. Note to self, guys, it's a government fucking run job. You have to inspect government regulated vehicles before you accept them. It was fucking -7 with a wind chill at -15. I was in a hurry. I wanted to get the truck warm. I wanted to get in the fucking truck. Whoops.
Always check for testicular cancer.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Keep going.
I fucking got a write-up. I accept the write-up. I'm not taking any
saying
more.
any
I'm not
names.
taking more. I'm not taking any more hits because it's bullshit. I've taken way too many hits for way too many people.
Technically,
Sorry,
I'm
I-
a counselor.
Go ahead.
I just thought of that dude from Big Daddy. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. Same rules for everyone. And yes, I have.
I agree with you,
After
Gary.
after all this fucking bullshit, all the political fucking terminations and targets that have happened, you're gonna be loving this one. I came fucking unglued on that cocksucker.
All I'm saying is...
All you have to do is
The
say
owner
word.
fucking opened the door and checked on us.
Really?
Yes, and that's all I'm willing to say on the air. So as a union steward, guys, if you got a chief and you think he's not doing his job, fucking think again. Eat your fucking Cheerios and go to fucking work and worry about your goddamn self. Fucking cunt, fucking man house motherfuckers.
Oh, speaking of the union, I got my
if somebody
my card.
leaks their address out to me,
The hit squad.
I will have
After
a
the bungee
conversation
cord
with
and
them.
hammer incident.
Yeah.
Am I the only
my
one that
card.
just got the Cousin Eddie moment that he was like, if anybody wants to bring my boss here this fucking Christmas, and then Cousin Eddie goes and fucking grabs him. That's what Kenny. Kenny's like, give me his
I haven't
address.
talked to anybody.
No, I mean, I'm serious. I'm glad the last 3 weeks are done and over with. Fuck
No,
this shit.
I'm serious too. I mean, if someone's causing problems, I mean, there's
Oh,
no way we can't.
oh,
have,
there is one person causing so much problems. He's acting like a steward, and he's not even sanctioned as a steward.
Well then,
and he's fucking everything up for everyone else.
Is he a man-child?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then we should meet and have a drink.
Tell us how you really.
Me and
feel,
him
Jerry.
alone.
No, no. Kenny, no, do not. No, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Nah, just let
for
his
this
ex handle it. She already fucking beat his ass and then sent him to the cooler for
Really?
it.
Merry Christmas.
You never knew that
Shitter.
story?
Shitter's
No.
full.
Do tell.
No,
This
I
dude,
like to
this
have
dude,
my
this
ass,
dude
but
is such
it's
a
been
brave
while.
man. He took a fucking I think it was two black eyes, and then got sent to the cooler, and didn't even hit her.
All I'm saying is,
You mean to tell me
I
she
like
learned
that.
2
I
lessons
like
and
No,
he still got
he-
in
I
trouble?
my ass
He-
to walk away.
Oh, he learned 2 lessons.
He learned 2 lessons
He
and
learned
got
2
sent to
lessons
prison.
from a woman. No, that's not me demeaning women's stature, but dude, here, if you got the balls to come up and dock me in the face once, I ain't gonna do anything. Second time, your ass is gonna be on the fucking page.
All
You're
I
gonna
can
kiss
say,
fucking pavement.
all I can say is feminism fucking ruined chivalry in this country. I
Yeah.
fucking equal
Okay, now
rights.
let's
are
talk about
deserved,
equal rights.
lefts,
All right,
I'm telling
cool.
you.
There
We're
ain't
on-
no equal rights.
You step up to me like a man, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out like a man. I tell
But
you
then
what.
you got that
know,
feminist
like-
bullshit that says, "Oh, you hit a woman." Well, you know what? That bitch told me she could take it like a man.
Well,
Guess what?
Thank you.
I gave it to her just like I gave my brother.
they wanted the same
Black
treatment.
guy. Guess what?
Sorry, like-
Now I'm doing
gave her a
6 months
black-
in the pokey.
Did he say black eye or black guy?
Black guy.
Okay.
I just got to feel the boss.
Aye.
I just got to feel the boss lady right now is saying, "You're all fucking fired."
We could throw black guys around in the 1860s.
Did we?
Now we gotta
No,
call
no,
him
'cause
gentlemen of
here's the thing,
distinguished
here's the
color.
thing. Boss lady would approve
No,
of this shit.
it's the NAACP. It's the National Association of Always Complaining People.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm
So-
not wrong.
so
I'm
here's the
sorry,
thing.
but fuck.
I'm not
No,
stopping
you're
this
right.
shit.
You're 100%
I'm not stopping
right.
this shit.
Hey,
We've already dropped an
if
N-bomb.
you need somebody for the union who can abide by union rules,
Worry about your fucking self. That's all I'm saying. Just because you're in a union job doesn't mean you're fucking. Thank you. Just because you're in a union job doesn't mean you are guaranteed that job.
yeah, exactly.
Fucking.
I got fired on a shitbag Well, I didn't get fired. That was
Yeah, you did.
no. It wasn't termination. It was.
It was termination in lieu of attendance, as well as.
Well, hold up. It was termination in lieu of attendance, but I effectively terminated myself. So it was me saying, my daughter's life is more important than my job. I'm going to take her to the hospital. You can fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they didn't
Can I
forgive
say
that.
one thing, though?
Go,
I
go,
wanna
go,
say,
go. It's here for a reason.
Thank you to both of you.
No, we just refreshed.
No, I'll take a beer. That whiskey, I mean, I drank it, but it got warm. So now
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to kind of keep Kenny on beer for the rest of the time. He's got to drive. It's Wisconsin. Fuck off.
No, they know me. I'll get.
You keep using that excuse.
But Hammer,
Yes.
if the company needs an
Good
asshole
girl, I
for
would
the
walk
union,
home.
you know where to look.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be that prick now.
You know where to.
I don't need an asshole. I need to be a prick. I will use an asshole eventually.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, because everyone all knows dicks fuck assholes, Chuck.
No, what I'm saying is like
That's part of the big LGBT thing is
That's my
assholes,
issue
ain't it?
right now. That's where I'm kind of struggling because I got offered a union job yesterday.
I'd take it.
Depends.
Doing what I do. I'm an operator, you know. But then I got to deal with the politics.
But that's the biggest thing I hate about
union.
Being the position I was appointed to. But we were talking about equality and equal rights and shit like that too. Now
Well,
the
and
left
I
has gone
understand
so
that.
far right, it's not even the left anymore.
But like,
Right.
I have a friend. I'm not going to say
Right.
his name. He's an iron worker, and a union iron worker. I pay less in insurance, to have full coverage insurance, I pay less out of my pocket than he does.
Right.
But
because of the union and, you know what I mean? They got to fucking make a vote. I don't know how that shit works. I mean, it's just, that's beyond my comprehension, because I'm just simple old hillbilly. But,
in certain cases,
I pay
the union,
$175
I will admit,
a month for medical insurance.
right.
He pays $8 an hour out of his union. Okay, he's union. Iron worker.
where's this going? Where's this going?
No, I'm just saying, he makes, you know what I mean? He
Full
makes
circle, Josh. It's full circle.
Hey!
I don't
He
even
makes-
know where it is anymore.
3 times as much as I do.
I'm trying to get back onto hitting women.
Hey, guess what?
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
And yes, you can quote that one. I want to talk about that subject because there is a healthy line.
Well, no,
that
I
always
got,
gets
Amber
blurred.
got talking union. I got talking union. I'm sorry, I done reckoning.
You're the one who brought up dot and an I.
Oh yeah, I think everybody needs a dot.
The Union Women Beaters, Local
You know what?
420.
It's not
Tell you the honest truth. Before I leave here tonight,
I'm not partaking in that union. I
if Sean done in my eye, guess what? Tomorrow, I'm gonna be at his front door at 6:30, banging on his door just to piss him off to drink a beer with me. That's a southern.
No, right, slam it. Go back to fucking bed now, Kenny. Fuck.
And to wrap up the union talk, yeah, I get it. Some unions are corrupt. Some unions are fucking awesome, and there are some people
I think
that are trying to make
90%
the
of
fuck.
unions are corrupt.
And there are some people that are trying to make fucking the union stand for what the union should stand for again. Make the union great again. Mua. Fuck this MAGA shit.
Oh, it was what? I mean, it was about
Muga.
20
Make the union great again.
It was about 20 years ago is when that took a shitty turn. You know,
Right. But no, Sean's house. I'm gonna show up. He's on. Kenny, why are you here? I'm gonna drink beer with you, fucker. Kenny, it's 5:30. No.
Lick her ass, Ox.
It's time to wake up. I ain't done drinking yet.
Yeah. So. Diesel,
Is that about
Diesel,
right?
either Diesel. All I gotta say, Diesel. Either way, lick her ass or kick her ass. I don't care. That's funny either way. But no, we got onto
Don't
that.
lick her ass like she had peanuts. That shit gets stuck in your teeth.
I already don't like this. I don't like the coil. I don't.
What happened?
No. It's reading a .16.
Okay,
that's pretty hot.
Yeah, I mean,
not really. That's pretty mild.
Have you seen my coils?
Yes, I have
they
seen
read
your
a
coils.
0.04 or 0.4.
But I'm looking to.
yeah, it depends on how much you drink. I mean, a 10 looks
I don't know what
like
I don't know
it's
what deck
more.
you're building on. So.
See,
I was on the Goon LP.
Oh yeah, the Goon LP.
On my Goon, my coils are rocking a 0.4.
All right.
That just bugs the shit out of me.
See, I just learned
And
long ago.
I am a .15 guy, a .25 to 1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I learned long ago, like why build that low if you got a
Kenny,
regulated
we're not.
device?
We're talking about ohms, not alcohol levels.
Oh,
right.
Now I'm lost.
I think oftentimes it depends on the vape that you like. I like warmer vapes is why I build it a little bit lower.
Yeah,
and
you
when
like
want
low
that
watt, high
cooler
temp.
vape, you kind of build
Something.
higher.
Well, see, I like the warm
but
vapes,
you-
but
but
I
you-
build
you
higher
tried
and
mine.
run more watts through
Yeah,
it.
no, I think
Mine's
where
warm
you're
for a
sitting is-
0.37.
Absolutely.
It's a 0.35 to a 0.45.
Well, that's what
And
I'm
I'm
saying.
starting to
I
use-
build high and run high watts through
Yeah,
it, so I can
so
get
you
that.
get that
but
heat.
you get more
So,
flavor
Dave, how's
that
it
way.
feel?
I think. Like
I don't think I've said 2 words.
I know.
Don't
You
worry.
said more than
On
2
that
words.
one.
You said like
4.
20.
he's been web surfing the whole
You
time
just
over
said,
here.
I don't think I said 2 words. That's more than 2 words.
Touche.
He's right for
Couchy.
So, anyways, that conversation kind of leads into what we were talking about earlier with the Marvel thing.
And hitting women.
Oh, about the blatant racism that
Yeah.
Wait,
that
does
Marvel.
How does hitting women move into
Because Marvel's coming out with the movie Black Panther.
Yes, absolutely.
Now,
It's all
okay.
about hitting women.
No. Are you Black Panther, a black guy running around in a black suit.
It's all about hitting women.
No.
Yeah, that's Chicago every day.
Like Hammer brought up, we also have the White Knight
Oh God, yes. Imagine the Black Panthers
versus the White Knight.
versus the White Knight. Come on,
It's gonna come.
it's gonna be
Anybody
be
else
funny.
not following
I
him?
don't even want to say who I'd put my money on in that
Yeah,
fight.
it's-
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
it's like, you know, I'm out.
Depends on how white they are.
that's true. That's true.
But it'd be like having the Nazi
Very
burner
white.
come in too at the same time, you know.
I love the chat
in
room.
a one-on-one
the chat
fight,
room's going to be on fire in about like 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a one-on-one fight, yeah, I don't know. I just think that Black Power would bring like 40 of his friends. You know what I'm
party
saying?
foul.
Sorry.
Ding.
Wow, apparently there's a 747 flying overhead.
It's okay.
In your living room?
In my living room,
That's the
yes.
Keurig in my pocket.
But not only that, Marvel's also coming out with Venom and Carnage.
Well, no,
finally,
That's
the
gonna
only
be
reason
coming
why
out
I'm
as
bringing
well.
it up, it's like the most racist thing you can come out with.
Dave was
Right.
talking about the black. For those of you trying to follow and pay attention at home,
Good luck.
The Black Panther.
We're talking
Yeah.
about the Black Panther,
which is a black, black group, supremacy group.
Don't worry, if you want to fuck, just show up at my house.
Well, the Black Panther, if you're going into the...
Hey Kenny, next time you do voice to text, do it away from the mic, okay? That was awesome right there.
I give up.
Nice try. We tried to switch it.
Well, I don't know how to spell
Wow! You don't know how to spell come over and fuck.
Oh my
Those are only 4-letter words at the most.
I'm so glad I named the episode Craptastic.
In fact, 3 out of the 4 of those words are only 4 letters. The other one's 3.
We're talking about what? And all of a sudden you hear, if you want to fuck, just come over to my house.
Oh, great.
Oh my god, that was great. Like,
oh shit.
I love you, Kenny. Holy fuck. That was just a little surprising, wasn't it?
A little too perfect.
A little too perfect. Come on, I'm kidding.
Great. Now everybody wants me to learn how to spell.
We've wanted you to learn how to spell since you learned how to type to text.
Or
talk to text. Sorry. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I really want to play with Siri on his phone or whatever because she's got a southern accent by this point.
Calls him Big Daddy.
Queer. No, she don't.
I got daughters. Fuck you, queers.
I don't
When
understand
Siri
your
comes on my phone, she says, "Hello, darling."
It's
oh,
nice
that's
to
good,
see you.
sweetheart.
It's
Bless
been-
your heart.
It's been a long time.
Where's the show going?
Hey, I ain't got contact
I don't
on my
know.
phone. I'm just
It went
telling
down south a long time ago.
I think it's going to a
Like-
breathalyzer.
The thunder rolls.
you. Blank queer listening.
See, I think you should get a BHN studio breathalyzer so we can all fucking
Oh, dude, I'd build that.
nights like
right
this.
off the
We could
road.
then we could all put a $5 bet down and be like, all right, what do we think Kenny's breathalyzer is going to be tonight? Like 0.08, 0.19,
that would be very
0.45. Like
Yeah, 0.2.
I'm guessing around the 0.3 area. Like
Actually,
It depends on the date. If I got my kids or don't have my kids.
it'll probably.
if you didn't have your kids, holy shit, you'd be
Isolate
way in the
that.
bag, wouldn't you? Like,
If you all come over to my house later and fuck.
That's
Apparently
alright with
Walmart
me.
sells them.
my name's Buck, and I like to fuck.
And I drive me a GMC truck.
I did not drive a GMC. I drive a fucking Chevy.
the pussy
I'm
wagon.
sorry.
Come on. You
Why
would
are
be
you
driving the
sorry? What do you
pussy
drive?
wagon, would you?
I drive a Titan, so...
Oh,
Good
yeah,
truck.
I know you're queer. It's all right.
Good truck.
Come on. See,
Dave,
I
Dave,
just
this
had
is your
to-
expertise.
and I
This is your
just had this
expertise.
conversation.
Totally staying out of this.
No, I just had this conversation. So Titan mostly is manufactured by Ford, which is a better company than Chevy, hands down.
My question to you
The only
is
thing
why do you
Chevy's
have your
got going
headset
for
on
it is the
backwards?
LS.
Why do you have your headset on
The only
backwards?
thing that I argue
Because
with
I
about
like
that,
it.
Because he drives Ford.
but no, the only thing I argue with there
Why?
No,
is at
no,
least
it's-
Chevy doesn't use aluminum for their fucking truck
thing-
body.
Ear? It's supposed to be on the other
Yeah,
ear.
but see, the
Why?
thing is that test
It
was
says-
rigged. Not to mention, Ford's chassis is actually a lot stronger.
Hey,
No
Sean.
offense, Kenny.
No, but I'd like
But
to.
it
I like
is.
to throw shit
I was
into the
trying
bed
to
of a
keep my
truck,
wire
not
off my
fucking
mic,
set
Josh.
it down
Hey,
nice.
you
and
know
fucking
what?
Like,
The white-
I've seen personally.
Here's
My
the
old
deal.
boss
gonna
boss
do
literally
that,
took
though?
his
All right,
his
no,
toolbox
I'll
over
make
the
a
edge
bet.
of his truck and he dropped it and it punched a hole in
There
the
you
bed
go.
of his truck.
All right, no, wait. No,
It is, but it's
Hey,
crushing my resurrection.
Yeah,
man.
see, yeah, but why would you waste? Why would you disrespect your tools like that?
Oh, wait,
It
no.
just seems dumb.
Hey,
Total side note.
If I want to throw
I
my...
am rocking one of our sponsors' hats. I'm
Yes,
pretty
you are.
excited about
I'm
that.
wearing my Ideal Vapor family shirt.
Resurrection. Shout out to you guys. Great e-juice.
Can I say something?
Shitty people with great e-juice.
All right.
What
the
fuck?
Great
What?
bowlers.
No, we got brought up in this conversation. I'm gonna be what do they call them? Fucking
redneck
gentleman. I'm gonna
Is
be a gentleman.
Jeffafa in chat?
No,
All right.
no one's in chat yet. I'm waiting for.
They all ran from it.
Yes, dear.
They heard another Drunken Kenny episode. And they were
If
like,
you want to fuck, that's all right.
yeah.
That's when they left.
They were
Oh
like,
my god! I'm going to bring back Dave, one of Dave's favorite things to the show.
He's looking at the ceiling. He's like, oh, shit.
The outro.
Please, God, don't let him do
Fuck
that.
this shit. I'm out.
Fuck
No,
this
but
shit.
here's the
I'm
deal.
out.
What do you drive again?
I don't fuck
Fuck
with
this
you.
shit, I'm out.
You drive a Nissan, right? What do you drive?
Oh my
I
god!
drive whatever works.
Turn into a
Right.
blown pistons
Fuck
real
it.
quick, dude.
I don't care anymore.
All right. Hey, let's all get in our vehicles, right?
No.
No, that's a bad idea. I don't want to.
But
be on
here's
the
the
same
thing
road
about
And
here's
we'll
the thing
do a
about
beat
my
test.
Titan. Here's the thing about my Titan. I don't have to use a bungee cord to smack a starter.
He's got you there.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
you might get me on that, son of a bitch. But you know what? I'm saying, let's go. I got a lot of fucking farmland that we can go test these vehicles on.
Tell you what, I got a buddy of mine that would sit and argue with you all day long about the Nissans because he was a hardcore Ford guy for years, and now for the last 12 years, every year he's went and traded his truck in for a new Titan because they're
Right,
fucking
but
nice.
no,
I mean,
hey, I'm saying
they
we
pull,
can
they're a lot better than you're thinking they are.
And they
Like,
jumped
I
on
don't-
and got the Cummings more recently as well. last
Yeah,
year.
well, that's it. No,
Nissan's
fuckers.
literally putting fucking Chevy on a run for their money, more or less.
Well,
Ford.
I'm just
you know what
saying.
I'm saying? Like,
Hey, that old piece of shit rust bucket I got sitting in the driveway. I don't like, you know what, we go out there right now, it'll start because it's...
Because you've already
smacked
hammered
in.
it twice.
right? Well, 17 times since the cops showed up.
Well, if you ever would film me hand in pursuer, I got to start sooner.
But then you got to think, like, my dad back when had an old Toyota pickup that he rolled over 1 million miles. I mean, he bought that thing with 300,000 miles on it, and he
Well,
fucking
no, I've
sold
done
it
it
with
so-
like
we got
1.2 million miles on it, and he fucking got like $700
No,
out of
and
it.
I ain't
Fucking,
saying
like,
that. I'm just saying that old Chevy pickup of mine.
Oh yeah.
Gary, you were about to say, who do we got?
I don't know what.
No, you said, we got somebody
He gave
else.
up.
I'll tell you what, he's getting ready to say, Kenny, it's time for you to
be
go.
like,
I'm just giving my fucking ears a
He's
rest
gonna
on
be like,
these headphones,
Kenny,
man.
shut the fuck up for a minute. God damn it.
Them old Chevy trucks, I mean, can't beat a Chevy pickup.
Well, we got a Titan fan in the room. That's all I was trying to say.
That's what I like to hear.
Hey, it doesn't matter. We live in the frozen tundra, and as long as your shit moves this time of year, it doesn't
As
fucking
long
matter.
as it,
You know
as
what I'm
long
saying?
as it
Like,
starts.
Like my truck, dude, I was pissed off this last 3 weeks. My fucking Durango wouldn't start. Like every morning I got to go out and plug it in until I realized my wife plugged in a fucking phone charger in my truck in the back.
Guess what? I just
That's
drank
been slowly
Copenhagen.
draining the battery.
That shit sucked, yes.
I unplugged that son of a bitch, and guess what? My truck starts
Okay,
great
But
every
that's-
morning.
But that's the
Two
thing, just
things,
that
two
little
things.
LED, even if nothing's plugged
Yeah,
into it,
that's
that's
what I'm
great.
saying.
How did we just talk over that?
Talk over what?
Your mom?
I just took a big old swig of Copenhagen. That was gross.
It happens.
And two, tune in tomorrow for blown. Well, never mind. Tune in now for blown.
for blown fistons.
Fisting, this is what I thought. Because I mean, I've seen Dave's asshole. That shit's stretched bigger than the United States. What?
Huh?
Dave's asshole
just
bigger
took
than
a
the
rip.
United States.
Dave's asshole has been stretched out further than the American dollar, is what he's trying to say.
Blown,
We all have women, haven't they all?
So it costs $2 for you then.
blown.
Yes.
I was gonna
Oh,
say blown
you got
fistons
$2?
came out for a reason.
You got $2? I don't have any change, man.
Just check your navel. Dave's navel.
Or that big gigantic lady that you took home. There's probably a few quarters in her navel.
Where's your great big frat person? So hard.
Push the
Hey,
lotion
she was a
on his
lover,
head.
damn it.
That's what
She
they all
cared.
say.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah,
to
she
put my
loved
headphones
that
on.
fried chicken. That's for goddamn sure.
I don't love fried chicken.
No one's getting pissed on anymore.
That's like unchristian.
Why not?
Well,
oh
lately-
shit, that's right. R. Kelly hasn't been on the show in a while.
I want to pee on you.
R. Kelly's that black rapper, ain't he?
Drip, drip.
One who likes
the
peeing on little
fuck?
kids. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah,
And he
James, how
like
you
touches
doing?
little kids.
He pees on little
I'm
kids.
just sitting back. I'm taking a note from Dave over here. Just letting it go.
Right? Dave gave up hours ago. He's
Two
like,
steps
"Man,
back and watch the ball roll the fuck downhill.
Right?
And then the
This
cops
ball is rolling back uphill and like somewhere.
and the cops are 6 squad cars are just watching it park.
Oh, they already
while
know
he's out
better.
there hammering on it.
Hey, I've missed the last 2
I can
Drunken
bet
Kenny
you-
episodes, so
I'll
at
make
least
you
I
guys
made
a
one.
$100 bet right now. I'll make it home without a DUI.
Yeah, because I'll be behind you, blocking.
Right. Sucks to be you.
Dave's
Don't
the one that's
behind
gonna get
me.
pulled over.
Do not get behind me. Them fucking cops know. I'll go home, park my truck, grab a shotgun, grab
Go
the
shoot
kids.
out your daughter's window. We
Me and the
established this
kids.
last week.
Hey, yeah, but that's because
Every
they don't
weekend
come.
thing, you know?
It is.
Kenny's like, damn, you're right.
No, I learned the thing. You can shoot my shotgun out the girl's bedroom window.
The
I don't
badger
do
window?
it when they're there, but you can shoot the shotgun out the kid's bedroom window 3 times before the cops show up.
So twice is okay, but the third time.
The worst thing is
That's
he
just
could
too
reach
far.
my. The worst thing is he could reach my house with his gun if he wanted to.
I'm a logical guy. I'm trying to think of what the time frame is here. You know, like,
No, well, I'll tell you the time frame
is it 3 within 5 seconds, or like within a couple hours? Or
No,
like,
no, it's you
5
shoot,
minutes.
Quick burst.
you shoot
I
3
suppose a
slugs.
3-round burst out of a fucking AK-47 will draw the cops real
You guys
fucking
are
fast.
dumb.
Like,
I'd tell you that. I ain't smart. You're dumb.
wait a minute, you say you guys are dumb. I'll tell you, I'm not smart. What the fuck? Seriously? Like, Kenny.
The only thing I said is you could hit my house from
you
your
wanna
house. That's all I said.
I'm cool if you want to thug. Just meet me at my house.
No,
I'm
what
going to
saying-
get a pussy wagon decal for your truck now. I'm telling you. We're going to call him Buck. Buck likes to fuck, you know? Like,
No, because guess what? The third shot, right? I shoot at the window. They go from slug barrel, right? I
The
come
bird shot.
to my bird barrel, right?
your
Cops
bird
show
barrel.
up. Guess what? There ain't nothing better shot at that bird barrel in fucking 5-10 years. So it's clean. I mean, that fucker.
Now watch, they're listening. They're gonna be raiding your house tonight at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
They're going to go, where's this bird barrel you're talking about?
They'll
Yeah.
never find that. Because that's in the.
See, that's a redneck thing when you talk about your bird barrel and your buck barrel and your fucking, you know. Most people be like, I got a
doesn't have a
shotgun.
shot
you know,
tracker.
like, I got a shotgun. It'll shoot this fucking slug. But no, he's like, I got a bird barrel. I got a fucking turkey choke. I got fucking,
Yeah,
like.
well, you gotta have them. I mean. But the cops show up. They don't come to your house. They know better.
You know what's good
I gotta get bots back on this show.
on a shotgun? Is a nice duckbill.
You
It's
want
a
it?
nice fucking duckbill. It gets that oval pattern.
Yeah, I know. But hey, you know what? I could teach you guys some tricks
Not
if
a
you want to
clue.
know. You take a 3-inch slug, 12 gauge, right?
I do
3-inch slug.
Yeah. Well,
Guys,
that's why I run all my guns.
for the next segment, I do not condone what's going to be said on this show.
Trying to think of a
like
3-inch
5,000
slug.
grain.
Like,
It's okay. We're gonna push
like-
some big firepower through that son of a bitch.
No,
like
take
3
Fire up
inches.
nice and good like me. You make it get
Fuck,
right
I don't
back, you know
condone
what I'm
this
saying?
episode anymore. Fuck this shit.
What you do is you take
Go
the,
nuts. Fuck it, I'm out.
I could go nuts and tell them. I could tell a little tiny seeker.
A what?
Dude, just
Secret.
let him go.
A seeker?
He's on
Secret.
a roll. Let him go.
Whatnot.
Secret? Okay.
I'm going to go pee again while he's on it.
Erase you.
I
kinda
got
like
like
Ant-
yeah,
it's
like
kinda
someone-
like-
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
It's kind of like Animal House, where he's like,
There you go.
"Remember when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Wait,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
just let him go. Let him go. Just
Well, I'm
let
a
him go."
piss, and I'll tell you guys my secret.
Run.
Lock him in. Lock him in. Lock him in. Lock him in now, quick. Lock him in
Guys,
the
just
bathroom.
play swords and get it over
Sword
with.
fight.
Lock him in the bathroom.
So do we want to have a topic why we have a break here?
We got about
Yeah, Kenny's taking a piss. We got about
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Lock him in.
Shit.
Lock him in.
Oh my
Move
god.
the fridge in front of the door.
Damn it, Kenny.
God damn it.
This moment of sanity brought to you by
Let's,
pissing.
okay, hold on. You do bring up a good point. Let's bring up some sponsors. We have a chance.
Lock him in.
This episode is also brought to you in part by Ideal Vapor at idealvapor.com. They have 2 great locations, one in Berlin, Wisconsin, one in Portage, and they have great things there. We have all been there. We have nothing negative to say.
That's okay.
But it's not even they have great things. They have a great crew.
That's what I was going for next.
That's-
Jim and Jackie, Jim, and Jim.
They don't serve tacos.
Yeah, they don't serve tacos. That's the only bad thing we can really say.
Do they have a Taco Bell across the street?
What's that?
Do they have a Taco Bell across the street?
Something like that.
I think it's in the same complex as the
Tacos.
Portage one.
Yeah, they tacos. They love tacos.
Tacos.
Great professional staff there, and they don't give a fuck when it comes down to your bullshit. Well, I tell you what, they do vapor and vapor accessories, and they got some adult and alternate smoking
They got adult
devices.
stuff? Adult toys?
Yeah, something like
toys?
that.
Display only, right?
Display only.
Oh, boy.
As well as our other sponsor, Taffy E-Liquids, which James personally loves.
Oh, absolutely. Especially the blue raz. I
The
vape
kiwi
way-
watermelon.
Kiwi watermelon, absolutely.
Fruit punch. I love all 3 of those
And
saltwater
you know the
taffy
great
flavors.
part is we always talk about this, but it's like a childhood memory. Going into the Dells, picking your saltwater taffy, and you're vaping it now.
Yes.
You don't have to go and like dig for the good flavor.
Right.
It's already available in 3 separate flavors.
And in juice form.
Exactly.
Different childhood.
And now back to the ranting.
Like, oh, we were in
Talk into the
childhood.
mic.
Well, I'm just talking to talk, I reckon. He's like, oh, we had this childhood dream. We went and found taffy.
He was actually doing a sponsor commercial.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remember a childhood dream. I was killing possums and skinning
Here
them.
it comes.
eating 'em.
He
Yes,
was the
Josh.
making of a serial killer. I just realized this.
No,
You're
that's
just
what we
now
had to
catching
eat.
on.
Well, he
Yeah.
does look like Avery.
Oh, hey, you know what? That fucker. Oh, yeah, I do junk a lot of cars. You got me. I think he's innocent, though. I do.
Says the guy with the same haircut.
He knows he was there.
They got the wrong guy. It was Kenny.
But they will let me go.
Ah, shit, Kenny, not you again.
Okay, yeah, that just threw it. I was actually coming with something else, but that just completely threw me off rail. Okay.
The look on your face, though, was priceless.
We're talking about sponsors, and
Are we?
the thing I have to say though is I'm kind of envious and jealous at the same time up here.
So am I.
Your guys' vaping community in Wisconsin is
Yeah.
awesome. You,
Oh, that's debatable.
it's
At
at
least
the,
in
shop, at
Janesville.
the shop
To an
level.
extent.
At the shop level.
Right.
I think the people
we
that are
sponsor Copenhagen?
that are involved with the network, they do a lot past just trying to sell you inventory.
Right.
Right? They're advocates. They are reaching out to the community. They provide great prices. They provide great products.
Well, and then, like, I know we'd like to reach out to people that are not in it for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's too many fucking shops out there that are in it for no more than the almighty buck, and they don't give a shit what you buy. They just want you to buy the most expensive shit they can get so they can make a buck, and that's it.
Well, and you run into
But that was only
I
in
won't say the
Janesville.
name, but I ran into a shop in Boston that the owner
Boston?
didn't even vape.
Boston.
Right.
Didn't even vape. Never vape.
It kind of reminds me of one of the ones that closed down in this nice little town, too.
Right.
Dude
So-
didn't even vape. All he did
Good old
was...
city council members.
Those people are more focused on the dollar. They picked up on an industry that was doing really well. Totally political though. Hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You alright? You sure?
One of the major cigarette companies are actually talking about getting out of cigarettes.
Which one? R.J. Reynolds?
I believe it's Marlboro.
No, Marlboro ain't going.
Was I?
You can't kill a cowboy.
I maybe it's one of those like catfish moments of an article, but
Yeah, I don't think it's Marlboro because Marlboro keeps coming out with a different flavor cigarette every day.
so maybe it was a different one. But I mean, honestly, with our industry, maybe tobacco companies need to really jump onto that.
Yeah, but the only bad thing is that then it puts it back into... Well, I mean, if they did, in a way, you would see the FDA massively back off.
Yeah,
No. Here's the thing. They wouldn't have to back off because they could keep the regulations in play because those big fucking companies can afford it.
The FDA would back off if tobacco companies got into it, because who do you think gives the FDA a lot of their fucking money?
And what do we say? Hey.
Fuck the
FDA.
FDA. But
chew a dick, keeps the doctor away.
I bet you anything, if a tobacco company, a major player in the tobacco industry, got into vaping, you would see the FDA all of a sudden change its tune pretty quick.
Well, yeah,
and you would see,
the big players in the FDA are all old farts that are on the old.
Here's the thing: you would see a lot of
the new administration now has really started looking at. That's why they gave us the extension.
But the ones pulling the strings are the old farts right now. That's the thing that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that our president does vape.
You would see a lot of politicians changing their tune too, also because look who feeds them money.
Oh, absolutely.
Your mom.
Well, and big tobacco.
That's breast milk, not
the only
money.
reason big tobacco was concerned in the first place is that we're now the #1 alternative.
Yeah.
Well, so people don't realize this is most of the time when you walk into a gas station, those are big tobacco. Your Blues and all that stuff was released by big tobacco companies.
Oh, the cheaper ones that are sitting right off to the side that taste like shit.
Yeah, they're all made by R.J. Reynolds. I mean,
so
that's
now
the reason they taste like
they're
shit.
jumping on that everybody else knows what the hell they're doing. And, let's jump onto this whole thing. And you're right. If they get involved, I think what we'll see is a decrease in tobacco use as traditional.
But see, like, the thing
and politicians and FDA say, you know what, it's all right.
Well, yeah, because they're going to be lining their pockets again with the people that aren't dying off that still want to have the nicotine level within their system.
And the thing is, if you look
one thing that pisses me off is
go ahead.
This is something that
there's the non-vapor.
Everybody in this room will be disagreeing on me on this. I'm a drinker.
No.
When I go into a bar,
not at all.
Sorry, keep going.
Okay, yeah, I may or may not drink.
You lost your credibility there. Keep going.
I'm a drinker. I may or may not drink.
Hey, guess what, fucker? The cop came to see my truck. He let me drive away. Where's your credibility?
Wait, hold on. Go back to this bar thing, though.
Where are you going with this?
All
I'm about ready to go to a bar right now myself.
Right.
I'll drive.
I'll drive you guys.
I got the first round.
I might as well be the DD, but I'll drive. Fuck, I'm good.
Hey, wait, hold on. Pardon. Hey, get your
Well, the great thing though is the fact that if they did do it, you'd see a lot of them loving it because of the fact that, like I said, they're not dying off because this does not give you cancer.
No, but what I was getting at is...
What do you mean,
She's just like, hey, Daddy, can I take your phone? Go upstairs. He's just like...
Really? The next person that texts your phone is going to be like, dude, I'm going to come over and fuck you good. Your daughter's going to be like, what?
She's 4. She doesn't know better.
No, that's the thing.
It's our kids.
Well, fuck you. It's Kenny's kid.
That's a good point.
My girls know. Like,
Hey,
I don't hide nothing from my kids.
No, they keep the schedule for you.
No, like...
I'm trying here, Hammer.
No, but I'm saying these are Kenny's kids.
Me.
They'll just say "fuck you" back. They'll be like, "Well, fuck you."
No, they
too.
won't. They'll be like, "No, we can schedule you in at like 3:00 on Wednesday."
3:15.
But sorry, at 11:00 that slot's taken already by so and so.
They'll be like, "Does 3:15 or 3:17 work for you?"
Wow, you're giving credit 2 minutes. Good credit.
I'm a fucking half-ass. No,
yeah, we know.
Where are we going with this, Kenny?
No,
I just gotta wonder.
Damn it, Kenny.
Kenny? I was going with the
Kenny.
the smoking in a bar shit, and then interrupted shit.
Well,
You're
but-
not allowed to smoke in a bar, but you can drink in a bar. That seems pretty healthy.
And you
But
can
not
vape.
even that though. Hold on, I don't
No,
know if
wait,
you guys
wait,
got
where
it
I
up
was
here,
going
but
at
if we're
is-
getting on the bar topic, there are still bars in our area that
Same
honor
here.
us to be able to vape.
Yeah, we go to
And-
one.
and I
have some
understand
rules to
that
it.
if there's
That's
a
to the
big
bars.
event, they don't want that.
That's
Well,
yeah,
we
but
have-
there's discretion though.
there's
You
also
can't-
bars
you can't
around
be
that
a
will
rude
give you a-
motherfucker who's blowing some like ridiculous clouds. You can't be chucking it
Well,
all.
now-
day.
But
How
I'm
about
saying
this?
at the
I
exact same
Walmart-
time, though, there's other bars around that'll give you a styrofoam cup full of water so you can smoke your cigarette, too. You know,
But there's other bars that give you a cup. I'm a chewer. I'm not a spitter because
He's a swallower.
I'm a
He guts
gutter.
it. He fucking guts
But
it.
to join Gary here.
Hey, you know what?
Horrible for
I've
you.
had 3 fucking chews tonight. Copenhagen straight.
You have your headphones unplugged.
We don't
you?
name
No, I
drop.
don't.
We don't name drop.
But no, I've been chewing Copenhagen tonight, the entire night.
That's not a paid advertisement for Copenhagen, folks.
No, it's not.
We're vape orientated.
No, it's not.
Guess we could go on
No,
VRs.
we are Bad Habits Network, and all bad habits have its place.
But no, this is not advertisement for Copenhagen. That shit's on rupture jaw.
How many more times you can get him a free slot there?
Yeah, dude,
but I
keep
chew
saying that name.
Copenhagen, but this ain't.
This
We're
ain't
not.
for old Copen.
This ain't a Copenhagen ad, but no, I do Copenhagen. But again, Copenhagen don't pay my
I should say
Copenhagen
chew.
usage.
Right, chew.
Copenhagen!
This is not a chewing event. But I chew and
What kind do you
drink,
chew, Kenny?
and I curse, and I drink, and I get the cops
We
called
got to
on
start
me.
to a country song.
And
Right
I do
there.
Copenhagen.
Right there, we're good to go. And I shoot-
Copenhagen,
and I shoot
you are a
birdshot.
friend of mine.
I like to add me with a little bit of whiskey and wine.
Holy shit, that turned into a Hank Williams Jr. song really fast, didn't it? Like,
It is, because you know that one. It was on his 3rd album. Josh, you just lost your
Oh my
headphones.
god.
Hey, how's Mustache Ride?
Yeah, we ain't going.
The what?
Mustache Ride.
Oh, the juice?
We're
Tastes like
referring to a juice at this point, ladies and gentlemen.
from Bearded
Mustache
Brothers that was
Ride
featured
doesn't
on
have
Hammer
some
Approved.
refreshing.
It is what it says it is. It is a fruit rounded cereal.
You know what? Those cereals are really hard. A lot
Yeah,
of the
'cause
cereals
I ate
that
one
they
of them, like,
reduce,
6 months ago, and that shit didn't fucking make me feel hungry.
the cereals that they put out
What?
right now
Shut
are
your
really
mouth and vape it.
lemon-based.
What?
Shut your mouth and vape it.
these Kenny episodes are awesome, I'm telling you.
I ate it and it didn't
Hey,
make me
so
feel
where did
hungry.
we get this bearded from?
From Bearded Brothers,
I think-
as well as Ideal Vapor.
We can buy it from
let
Ideal Vapor.
Vapor
Yeah.
know that I might have to venture. That's
Well, they are
that's
one
really
of the.
good.
They are a distributor now.
Oh, that's
fucking
wow.
good.
They're and fucking they're.
Have you tried it with my fused?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've
really
I have 2 of the other flavors that weren't featured on Hammer Approved, which will be featured on Hammer Approved. Mutton chops and bearded dragon.
So what do you do with all the shit that's not on Hammer Approved?
It's right there in front of you.
I was just wondering, like...
Well,
okay.
No,
Hammer-
no, you can't say that. Some of the stuff that's out here is pretty decent.
Well, and I will admit, Hammer Approved took a huge back seat because we were all trying to do fuck knows what of everything for a minute. And then it just kind of, we wanted to do a vape show.
Right. That's
Shit-
why I stopped.
Shit schedules happened.
Toes got stepped on. I quit doing what I was doing. Like,
Hey, I'm not going to lie.
Eh.
I'm how do you, creature habit, doesn't reckon. That clutch shit, I'll vape that shit all day long. But I tried the other
Which
stuff.
can be found on one of our websites, badhabitsnetwork.com, or .net.
NET.
NET, and then
We're gonna get that com domain back. Somehow.
we have
We're
it.
gonna
We
get
own
back.
it. We own it.
We're getting it back.
We own it.
We're getting
But
it back.
So wait a minute,
clutch
you
is
lost
one
the
of them
.com
things-
because there was somebody else?
No, we own it.
You own it. You just got to build on it.
It was
That's all.
just, it's just, I'm going to probably hand that over to Josh to see what Josh can do.
If
Not
you don't
using
like
a
it,
Wix
I'm just
format.
saying, I'm just
Fair enough.
the
Why not?
clutch
Because
is
it's
one of my favorite.
WordPress.
Fuck that! I won't touch it. Merry Christmas.
You're the only one.
And
Right.
it's over.
Yeah, and
We're
it's
back
done.
to
But-
.net. ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
I will
Merry
not
Christmas,
touch
fuck
WordPress
you.
because it's such an I would literally have to sit and study WordPress for at least a week before I even touched it. Because I'm not going with any of the plug-and plays. I would do a basic framework from the ground up.
There we go.
That's too much fucking work
Right.
for me unless I'm getting paid to do it. That's
And I
way too
understand
much
that.
work.
I understand.
You're getting paid in hugs and kisses, Josh.
Essentially.
Hey, all I'm saying is
I'll give
I
you
like
head.
Copenhagen.
What? Well,
And
I'm
I
not
like
involved in that
clutch.
one.
And by getting paid,
Hey, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Oh no,
I'm a simple little hillbilly. You know.
So what FDA though? Let's talk about this.
can
So
pay me
one of
later.
the big tobaccos, Dave,
Why you got cuss right?
does get involved, right?
I'm sorry, you're talking to me?
But-
I am.
Yeah,
So
why are you
if big
cussing?
tobacco does get involved, do we see a change in the industry at that point?
Yes.
See, that's what I was trying to say, though, is all of the ones made by R.J. Reynolds or any of the big tobacco,
Yes.
like Views or Blues or shit like that, all the testing that's been done on them have more carcinogens in them than any other juice maker out there. They're
Well,
adding chemicals to them to keep people hooked on cigarettes.
They're a tobacco.
It's-
They're using. They're also. I mean, they're using. I think the original process of how you got nicotine is a lot of people don't realize is when companies started when vaping was very new. They actually did a process to
They cooked
extract that nicotine from an actual tobacco product.
They
cold
cooked it.
pressing. Yeah,
So-
they cold pressed it.
Cold pressed.
And now the industry is actually moving towards more of a vegetable base.
Yeah,
A lot of
eggplant,
companies
tomato,
are doing
like-
vegetable. People don't realize that a lot of vegetables we consume every day have nicotine in them.
Correct.
Anything in the
So-
nightshade family.
Thank you.
90% of vegetables
Says the
that-
pothead. Thank you.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with weed.
Nothing. No, it's curative. It's got
it
so many
keeps me
curative
smart,
problems.
sorry.
If you're going to
Anyway.
go on that road, you guys are working on legal.
In Wisconsin, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
going full-
Illinois,
full
California finally
rec.
just had
That's the
weed,
turning
weed
point.
legalized.
The third largest economy in the world just legalized marijuana. That's going to be a
Recreation-
major fucking turning point.
recreationally.
Oh,
Yes.
recreational,
Well, and,
not
you know,
not just
But
you know.
that,
Illinois,
that's the
I
one
don't
thing
think
that
is going to get
fucks
on
me up.
board.
No, because Illinois is trying to turn back medical as we speak.
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
trying
like-
to pull
But
back.
what
Well,
fucks
that's
me up
because
is,
we got
though,
Mercy. If you
okay,
guys don't
it's
realize, Mercy's actually
legal.
very anti-marijuana.
Because they're pro big pharma.
Correct.
Nice
So
thing is in
they're trying to
Wisconsin,
pull
though,
us
is
back.
SSM owns more shit than Mercy does in
Mercy.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
So now Wisconsin has a better, but
Well, but then there's also we were talking about this when Ken was here. The last show I was on, we were talking about CBD is actually becoming a forefronter, and they're actually a lot of states are looking at maybe not going legal, so that because the benefits from CBD are outweighing.
And
the
Kenny,
benefits from
okay,
THC.
Kenny made a good point.
Oh,
Ken-
what?
Kenny finally-
Wait. Say it again.
Kenny made a good point. It's state, not federal.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the big problem.
And
but
that's the
see,
other
Wisconsin
side is-
just legalized growing industrial hemp. That's going to change
Which-
a lot of the game too.
Okay,
you
yeah,
guys
but
were one of
it's
the major
state, it's not
growers
federal.
for hemp.
Yeah, all
for
the way
so
up. Yeah,
long.
up until
If
World
people
War
don't
II, we were
realize-
the leading grower of hemp in the in the world. in
Because
Wisconsin.
You
and
got to
because,
talk into your mic a little bit.
Why
better,
is
James.
that?
Well,
Because
well, not only
we're
that,
also
because-
the leader of tobacco growth.
But not only that, it's because of the,
Hello.
the
There you
soil.
go.
The
Nice.
soil in this
I got my
part
mouth
of.
on it now.
I'm
Sorry,
saying
that
from,
microphone you do have.
But I'm
to
saying
do
from the
that.
central
all right.
part of Rock
Oh,
County
yeah.
to the central part of Dane County is the most fertile
No, actually,
farm
it's-
soil in the
if
world.
you wanna get technical-
But
No, I'm saying it's the most
If we're-
fertile soil in the world right here in
but
this
if we're
area of Rock
talking
County.
hemp on a
Like,
grander
Okay.
scheme,
One at a
What-
time,
Well,
Kenny.
Okay.
if you're talking hemp on a grander scheme, what you see is that people think hemp and they're thinking clothing or twine. Hemp is being now processed into lumber, which is
It's actually
doesn't
stronger
mold.
than wood.
It's stronger than mold.
You
or
can do.
wood.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can do wood. Wood, especially wood. The wood hemp or the hemp lumber is essentially just what is it? 2 stages less than the strength of steel.
Absolutely.
But okay,
And they're
like,
they're
like,
moving
I'm
into
saying-
houses.
One at a time.
They're moving into using it on exterior of houses because it's actually a better insulator
Yep.
than your normal decking board.
Kenny, you got 5 seconds.
And
we gave up. All right, no, hold on. No, I just. But I'm saying, let me just say that. But I'm saying that hemp is the only plant that farmers can grow that doesn't have a turnover rate.
And
Literally.
doesn't- and
no, I'm
doesn't
saying
destroy.
literally in the same field every year for the next
Yes,
100
there you go.
years.
That's what you
could
mean
grow
by-
hemp in that same field, and you don't have to turn it over. Like with any other farm, you can
don't
only
have to
grow.
recycle.
Listen,
It
you
doesn't
can
destroy
recycle
the
the
soil.
No, I agree
but no,
with
I'm
you.
saying you
What
can
else
only
you
grow.
did?
But
Hey,
I'm
tell me
listen.
what-
You can only grow soybeans one year, corn the next year, soybeans the next, because it takes so much out of the ground. You're only allowed, a certain
Christ,
amount
I'm
of
close
crops
to the
per
mic.
acre. But with
Us-
hemp,
usually it's
I was
there's-
agreeing with you
and
and
then
you're yelling
yeah,
for 2
but I'm
to 3
saying there's a
years.
zero, a
Damage.
0
Because
acre
it's-
turnover rate with
there's
hemp.
zero
Because
Nothing.
hemp,
You could grow it every year for the next
know why
100
that
years,
is?
and you could grow anything on that dirt the next
know
year,
why?
and you're not going to be lacking anything. You
I
know
can
what I'm
take
saying?
No,
You
we
know
got.
why?
We actually have the one of those Wisconsin names, Hanover Sod Farm.
Yep.
Yep.
They're already looking into it.
Yeah,
I mean,
again.
Right.
Again.
But
they were the biggest one.
Well, and yeah, they're what you get is now they're making it a permit base.
Yep.
So you can permit. You have
you
to
gotta get the
submit
right.
to
You got to get the right
inspections.
permits.
And what's Wisconsin famous for?
Beer?
Farming.
No,
Well, how do you get the beer from farming? You got to fucking harvest the hops.
Well, you
Literally,
guys are
up until
still-
World War II, we were famous for hemp. Literally,
Yeah,
that's
you
we.
guys
I
were
mean,
the
we weren't the
mass
dairy
producers.
state until then. We were the hemp
Sean,
state.
So
Like,
I
Yeah.
agree with you 100%.
right.
Well, and
But I agree with you on a different reason.
uh-oh.
Here we
Here's the
go.
deal.
Hemp beer.
Here's the deal.
Hemp beer is really good.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is.
Anyways.
No. All right.
Hi, Dave.
I love you. Shit.
His career, he ain't got.
Sorry.
Nice. Dude. At least you didn't blow the board.
And
like
your
last.
first
That
name?
slipped out. Sorry.
And your first name?
Here's the deal.
right.
All right. You grow every year.
Right.
All right.
Dave.
You gotta have
Yeah, never
manure.
mind.
You gotta have all of this, right?
I want Kenny to talk.
No,
into the
see with
mic.
soybeans, the thing is literally. Okay, say you grow a corn crop or a crop of soybeans or a crop of corn, right? It takes a full growing season. With hemp, you could grow 3 crops in one growing season.
Right.
Well,
you
but
still
and I
gotta
think what you're
have-
trying to touch on is that this soil is usable.
Don't
So a
shut
farmer
that
can
mouth.
do a hemp season,
But-
and then they could turn around and do a corn season if they
Right.
needed to.
Right.
Because it's
Well,
not
what's
damaging
And there's
the
the
enough
soil.
But I'm saying there's enough room in the season to get a hemp
Yeah.
season in first, grow
You
your
could
corn
do
out,
3
and then
seasons
afterwards
in
grow
one.
hemp again.
Because
And then by the
you
time
do
it
3
completely
seasons with
freezes
hemp.
over, you've got your, like
Yeah,
a whole other
absolutely.
crop.
And,
like-
and honestly, hemp has been proven to be it's a lax term, but it's freeze proof.
Yeah.
It'll freeze over
it
and
grows
still
the same
grow
season as winter wheat.
as winter wheat as well.
And I agree with that.
it can
It's a-
freeze. It can freeze and thaw out and still go
Exactly.
But
like
now-
a tree.
The only issue
But it gets
is that
stronger
it is
because
evergreen.
but see, hemp gets stronger when it freezes because it
Yeah,
breaks
it does.
Was that the point you were going to make, Josh?
no.
No,
Sorry.
it's paint- I was
But you know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
It,
Josh,
once
what do
once
you
the
got?
fiber structure
Big ol'
freezes, it
hillbilly.
breaks.
Josh.
Can't grow wheat.
What do you got?
The big issue
Josh.
is that hemp is a perennial plant. It grows and then it will come back and it will continue to grow. And that's the only issue is that if you plant hemp, you're planting hemp with corn regardless of whatever state you're going to
No,
rotate
see
out.
all the big hemp growers that are in the country now, what they do is they've got
It's
you know
crossbreeding.
the weed bed stuff that you lay down in like
I would
like
love-
weed beds or
Yeah,
like your
yeah,
flower
the-
beds.
the-
It's
the
exactly
dirt
like
We need
that
labs.
they lay out. It's like 200 feet wide rolls that
Well,
they
yeah,
lay out in the
because
fields,
it's
and it
a
collects all the
bell.
seeds. They
Well,
roll
you
that
bale
up,
it,
take
you-
the seeds
you
away,
bale
and
it.
then all the seeds don't
Oh,
grow
that's
back.
a
Fun-
good idea.
Because
Fun
that's
fact.
what it is. That's why
That's
it's
a
a
good
perennial, is
idea.
because it drops 6,000 seeds per plant every
Fun-
year.
They called it rolled
So
bells.
once they catch all them seeds and get it out
Just
of the
beat
way, then they
everybody.
grow corn, and then
And
it's
then
fine.
they just pull the
Yeah.
bed out.
That's
and put
they
the
they
bed
roll it back
That's a
up.
good
Hey,
idea.
guys.
No, they roll it up. They-
Go ahead, Hammer.
Sean, a second.
Fun fact: Bad Habits Network is connected to a fucking hemp farm.
But I was just saying,
I'm
that's all
just
they do
so
is
hillbilly,
they
you know.
roll it up, they lay it on the side, they dump all
Colorado.
the seeds out, and then next year they roll it back out.
It's, what do you call them fuckers? They're, it's like a sod farm almost.
Bronson.
And technically it is.
Batman. Back upstairs, buddy.
I mean, the biggest farm I know around the area that's been pushing it is the one out on 14 where they grow flowers. You know what I'm talking about out there by Prairie Woods? They
Yeah.
grow
But Jim,
that
there's-
flower farm they're pushing into growing hemp. Because they've
Binky's
got-
on the fridge.
It's
Binky's
a
on the fridge.
small growing window.
I cannot say I'm.
Bronson.
It's gonna make
I
more
don't know
money.
if I can,
Let's
cannot
be
say
honest.
here.
The avenue you can take hemp is it's not just a single use.
Well,
When
yeah,
you're a
there's
farmer,
multiple,
You're
you know,
selling
like-
it to multiple facets.
Like, but
So
right
you're
now,
growing that
Without
money.
having to let it go back to hay or pasture for a year for the soil to recover. Hanover sod form. Yeah.
and that's what I'm
Well,
saying. But
there's
like,
another
You
farm
don't have to let
that's
it
extremely
recuperate.
close
That's
to
what
us.
you're trying to hit on. Is this is a product that you can lay
Reestablish the soil.
it's
over
100%
and over
sustainable
and
on
over
its
again.
own.
Right.
Yeah.
The
No,
big
and I agree
issue.
with you.
I mean,
100%.
but seriously, if you didn't want to grow other crops on your land, just let the hemp grow. You plant
you
one
can't.
crop, and the rest of your life, you're never planting again. You're
Well, and
harvesting.
for those
That's
people
it.
that are
There's a
listening,
reason
understand
it's a
there's a
perennial.
difference between
It will
hemp and
keep
the
growing.
marijuana plant. right?
Correct.
There's a
There's
reason
there's
why
a big
you
difference
corn
in the
one
two.
with
Yeah.
one-
There are minute traces of THC in the hemp plant, but not enough to do anything on basis where the marijuana plant is.
But
The hemp
no, what I'm
plant
telling you is-
itself is just a
Let
sustainable
him finish.
product.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm
Right?
sorry.
Right.
We're talking about farming now. I'm just.
So
I'll tell you right
The
now.
reason I even brought up hemp is that I'm excited that now Wisconsin is going to be able to move back into a thing that was a major moneymaker for the state
and
itself.
like right now, we're ready for it because right now, if say 1,000
We're on the
farms tomorrow,
precipice.
I'm just saying tomorrow morning, say 1,000 farms harvested hemp, it would get the number one thing Wisconsin is already ready for is the ethanol business.
Yep.
You can turn hemp into ethanol way better than you can corn. Way better than you can corn. You know what I'm saying?
Faster.
And all the corn farms are right now. As soon as they're done getting their feed out, they're
So
shipping it to the ethanol
are we going to be
plants.
seeing
Well, guess what?
hemp-made liquor?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I look
But
forward
now
to
here's
that.
the thing,
right?
though. You
don't drink
with
it.
hemp.
It's not good. It's like you think it is.
Hemp liquor won't kill you like corn liquor will.
No, but it
ethanol
makes
will
you
kill
sick
you.
as
You could
fuck.
drink hemp liquor all day long, and you'll just get hammered and fucking
Well,
puke
and
and wake up the next day, and you're okay.
I love watching people talk about drinking moonshine and they go and buy that bottle. From
Careful, we
Woodman.
are we are
Well, hold on, now.
moonshiners
Wait,
here.
hold on. Let me
You
finish.
drink that moonshine with me.
Let me finish.
I'm from Arkansas.
So you got people from
Kenny, talk into the microphone.
you got people
Working
that
on
think
it.
moonshine, right? When they hear moonshine, it's the stuff you buy from Woodman's that has little cherries and stuff. No,
Not on this network.
So you're hinting on it. What I want to talk about is people don't realize is that with moonshine, it is dangerous, made from corn.
Right.
There's a high alcohol volume that if you don't understand
Ethyl
what
alcohol
you're doing,
is poisonous.
you're going to poison yourself to a point you're not going to
It's
recover.
all in that, what do you call that
Talk
shit?
into the
Well,
microphone.
corn-
Talk into the microphone.
Corn makes corn makes ethyl alcohol, which is completely poisonous.
Yeah.
Hemp makes
But-
diethyl alcohol. You
Yeah.
could literally drink yourself silly on that, and you're going to wake up with a hell of a hangover the next day, but you're not going to die from 3-4 ounces of it. You know
And
what
we
I'm saying?
have
Like,
woke up feeling silly the next day.
every day after a blown or
SF
shots for the balcony, blown pistons, all
When
of them.
Diesel,
Fuck.
when I was gonna say,
I
when
get wasted.
Diesel,
I fucking. Yeah.
when Diesel comes up on this fucking show, yeah, two, sometimes 4 solid jars of legit North Carolina moonshine.
Why do you think I gotta get
Hey,
stoned
hey,
before we
let
go
me
on
ask
here?
you
I don't
this.
drink too much.
Let me ask you
know?
this with the hemp plant.
Hemp plant.
And I just want to throw this out there.
Talk into the tip.
Do you see a decrease in nicotine being used if CBD is that readily available?
No.
Absolutely.
No, I don't.
No, no, I don't.
Oh, I got it. Eat it.
I don't actually because I enjoy my CBD with nicotine.
Right. And I'm saying it's total different habits.
Go piss.
And there's always. No, I'm just saying. There's how many millions of tobacco users out there already?
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
CBD is really only going to step into the market of kind of the potheads and the people that are into like more of the muscle relaxers
And that's where I'm coming
sleep.
from.
You know, like
Honestly.
But I will tell you, if I'm actively using CBD, I do not need nicotine.
But you guys look at it.
And maybe that's just a personal preference that if I have one or the other, I'm okay. I typically
you gotta
don't
look at
mix
it in
the
the-
two.
It makes you feel a little itchy.
Talk into the mic, Kenny.
I'm working on it.
CBD does?
No, the mixing of
Mixing,
them. It
yeah,
makes
I
you
don't-
feel a little itchy.
I don't like
Yeah, there you
the effect of putting them together because I've tried them together, but I've gone where it's been a whole month of just CBD, and
Right.
I've never used nicotine during
Oh, that
that month.
fucker's low now.
Yeah.
So
now you ain't got to scream, and Dave's got to fix your mic again. Oh my God, he's really got to fix his mic.
No, I got it.
No, you don't.
all I need is one mic, one beat.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Dave. Oh my God, you're
What
back
I'm
to the
getting at
gremlin.
is, alright, I'm just an old hillbilly, right?
No, you don't say.
Do you drink?
But, no, hold on a second. Do you have a candy?
Oh God, I need some life
Alright,
vantage
tomorrow
just to
I can
keep
get a
up
phone
with this.
call, right?
Not
Say-
mixed with the other stuff, though.
No.
No, I
Bad
don't
day.
I should have smoked two before it came out tonight.
You could be smoking now. I don't think it'd matter much.
Not in your house.
Yeah, well, she likes the smell too.
Yeah, she just don't like driving
Yeah,
a truck into her
outside.
yard.
If I fired that up right now, you'd know your wife would be all over my ass if I did that. Come on, you know. She'd be like-
Phrasing. That's all
She'd
I
be
got to
mad
say
at
on that.
you.
Phrasing.
well, she does like the smell, so maybe both ways. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a candle. That's all it is. It's just
a candle. It's just a candle.
It's
just-
like, but
it's a new
like,
candle.
but
It's the new scent from Gold Banyan.
but like my main,
just
but
a
my main
candle.
100%
It's just a
point on
candle.
this whole
Yeah, yeah.
conversation, though, is like
Let's hit a bong.
there's no. I'm saying of the hundreds of proven uses for both sides of the plant, hemp and marijuana. Why the fuck keep it demonized? Because fucking, good people don't smoke pot.
Because our prisons are privatized, and they make more money via each.
Okay, hold on. With a non-political excuse, can you give me a non-political excuse?
Why?
No, there's no reason.
Because it takes out it takes money out of the pockets of the cotton makers.
Cotton, fucking oil, fucking
It takes money out of tree
peanut butter.
farmers. It takes money out of. I mean, you can keep that list going. What it really does is it takes money. It takes something from just about everybody who's out there to make a buck off somebody.
I'm saying, like,
exactly.
If you talk about why, but if you talk about
because it's a sell-all, it's actually, dare I say, it is a one-off plant. Or
Yes,
it is not a one-off plant. It is a multi-purpose plant.
But what I'm saying is, everybody. Okay, if you talk about the reasons why pot was made illegal, everybody goes for
because you can use it as toilet paper.
Everybody goes
Reefer
back
Madness
to
is why it was illegal.
I'm saying everybody goes back to Reefer Madness.
Eli Whitney.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but everybody talks about either the paper or the oil industry.
Right.
Well,
Do you know the actual number 2 industry that shut hemp down was the peanut butter industry?
Exactly.
No shit, the peanut butter industry, because hemp seed butter became more popular, tasted better, and it was more nutritious for you. And the peanut butter industry freaked out.
Hemp seeds are. If you're not,
but I'm saying the peanut butter industry freaked out and got in line with the wood, or with the wood pulp manufacturers, and that's what really got the whole Reefer Madness thing going.
Yep.
And then Eli Whitney, was.
Well, I will tell you though, the thing that bothers me about it is that they keep confusing the hemp plant with the marijuana plant.
Yes,
and
they're two
exactly right.
separate plants.
Yeah, genetics are completely different.
And they are saying, well, we can't use the hemp plant because it has marijuana attributes. No, it doesn't.
Now, see, that's what the thing. You could use hemp for everything. You can use marijuana for some of that stuff.
Potatoes
but you can also get
potatoes
fucking
have
baked
the
as
same
fuck.
fucking the same fucking poison that.
But like the
nightshade
main
does.
but I'm saying the main.
Potatoes are a nightshade family.
Potatoes,
they are.
Potatoes
What about
have,
celery?
Potatoes,
What about any fucking
potatoes
plant that
have
is
niacin or have what is the poison in them?
Oh, arsenic.
Right. Arsenic.
Yeah.
When you let a
Apples
potato go
fucking-
too far, it actually starts developing arsenic.
Yep.
But you can
naturally.
also make liquor out of.
And with apples, you
Potato.
could.
Well, you can make liquor just
If
about
you
out of
can
any
collect-
fruit.
You can make liquor out of potatoes.
Seriously,
Yeah.
if your kids like
Vodka.
apples, if you can collect 100 apple seeds, you could make enough arsenic to kill somebody out of 100 apple seeds. Like,
Oh, that's good to know.
Well, and I think what you're hitting on, though, is a lot of it comes down to the right people with money.
Fuck, you can boil a pack of cigarettes.
Industry
and
is
fucking-
getting worse
My
for
kids eat a
them
shit
when
ton of
we
apples.
legalize things that have
well,
so
see,
many
that was,
multi-uses.
but that was 50 years ago. Right now, we're stuck on stupid politicians, the old guys that swear by the old shit.
Absolutely, and that's what you're. That's what you're.
But
you're
now
touching
you
on
go
is
by.
that
But I'm saying
50
you go by popular polls, and 67% of Americans that are polled, and that's everywhere. That's not just little CNN or Fox News polls. That's everybody. 67% of the United States favors legalizing marijuana altogether. Because everybody knows it's not going to fucking hurt nobody.
Well, and
You
I
know what
don't
I'm
see.
saying? Like,
I will tell you, if we continue the path that we're continuing, I definitely see the federal government jumping on board,
right,
and taking their tax on it.
But I'm saying, look at
They're
the
gonna
billions.
tax it like cigarettes. They're
Look at
going to
the-
say.
I mean, I'm not saying millions
federal,
or hundreds
state-
of millions, but billions of dollars in taxes that have just been made from legal states in the last year.
Well, yeah, they're ultimately what the federal government's going to do is they're going to look at it and go, well, we want our piece too. You guys can legalize this, but I want our piece.
They're looking at
That's
Colorado.
fine. I would rather pay fucking
Colorado.
$12.
I'm sorry to say, Colorado paved the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying
for every other
that's
state.
where I was going. And
I
they-
would much rather pay you $20 taxes for every quarter ounce that I buy, so I don't have to worry about getting a hold of this fucking douchebag on the other side of town and fucking sit and wonder and not know what kind of shit I'm buying. You know.
Well, it's going to move to a
I've
point.
been
It's
to
going to be like
dispensaries.
cigarettes. You're going to walk into any convenience
Colorado.
store.
I love
and
it.
Say, I'll take 10 pre-rolls.
Dude, I've been to
and this is your
dispensaries.
cost.
That's it. You walk in and they've got 100 jars there that they will put under your nose and you can smell all day long and you can pick out what you want. They'll tell you this is a sativa, this is an indica, this will make you fucking.
I will tell you.
You go in and tell them, look, I got a
Colorado-
headache and I don't feel good. They're going to say, this is going to make you feel better. You go in and say, I just don't feel good. I haven't eaten in the last couple of days. They're just going to say, this is going to help you. You know what I'm
start
saying?
eating.
Like,
Well, and you know what? It really throws me is that we'll
Sorry.
prescribe it, or we'll prescribe it in a pill form. We'll prescribe it to be able to use, as long as the medical industry is making their money. Right?
Yeah, but I will
We're not
never
gonna
trust a
generalize it.
synthetic version of THC ever.
Well,
Fuck
that's
it.
like the craze of what was it, K2 or whatever.
Right.
You had kids out here
Special
buying this stuff, right? They don't realize that what they're feeling is an allergic reaction. It's not an actual high. It's your body
same with
going,
alcohol.
no.
It's an allergic reaction and dehydration.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're
same with
dying, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'm dying. Hey, I'm gonna sit here and fucking.
I'm going to pass a drug test.
I'm gonna hang outside this liquor store and freak people out all day.
Well, I was gonna say it's the same with alcohol, man. You use Benadryl. We all know what happens when you use Benadryl with alcohol.
Dude, buddy of mine's wife found that out.
Listen to the Proud Boys episode, folks.
You met Amy. You know the royalty from the Fan Me page, Amy. You met her. Like,
You know what the
New
problem
Year's
is?
Eve, she wasn't feeling good, so she took 2 doses of kids Benadryl while they were out at the bar, and a bouncer had to like throw her out. People had to carry her out and get her out and fucking and she's a drinker. Like, it's amazing one little tiny thing will fuck somebody up.
Well,
like
we previously
Well,
mentioned.
that's why you gotta do what I do and experiment with it all.
Shut up, Kenny. Hold on a minute.
Hold on,
Let's
Kenny.
go on to the topic of New Year's resolutions. What was everybody's shitbag resolution?
I think I was under too much influence to make a resolution.
Okay, what's your life goal for
Do you
the year?
seriously want to know my resolution?
Honestly,
my New Year's resolution was to get out of my house and come see you bastards often. I'm not joking. Like, how many times have I made it to a show in the last year? 3 times? Like,
Event.
anything. Shows or events.
You didn't co- you
3
didn't-
fucking
you
shows
didn't
and
come to
events
our
I made it
event.
to in the last year. That was
You were there for our favorite one, vape on the bay.
There's an event this weekend. By the way,
He was at.
I'm just saying
in
that was
St.
my
Louis that
like.
we're
I
on
know.
this year.
I want
He
to
came
go
to
to St.
Ideal
Louis.
Vapor. One of the times we went to.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm
So
saying
you
this
were-
last
you
year
were
was
here
not
more
my
than
year.
3
But I'm
times,
saying
dude.
that it was not my fucking year, and that was my main thing. Is I fucking swore I would not fucking let this last year happen again.
And how many times? How many? Was it this year or last year? You got into it with Cody by that joke. I think
That was
this
last year.
I think this is
that was last year.
That was
2016.
yeah. Oh shit.
No, it was
So-
2017.
No, that was 7
Hammers,
dude.
Hammers is to be an asshole. Yours is to be at
I just
more
want to be
events.
around more. I need
Dave?
I need to be around people. Is my thing.
What was your New Year's resolution?
Like to this network or in general?
In general.
I want to be off smoking and I want to lay off the pop. Honestly.
Yeah, that's fucking hard.
Which one?
Both.
I know, right?
The soda is the fucking hard one.
I want to try to like maintain my level of calmness without murdering people.
CBD.
Yeah, good luck with that one. I need.
And that's the exact reason my part 2 is to smoke twice as much pot
Yeah, but
as
see,
I did last
I've
year.
got a shit ton of pent up frustration, and when I blow up, I blow up.
What about
That's
you?
why I want to smoke twice as much weed as last year.
Honestly, I don't think I actually made one. I think
Make one now.
I never made one.
If you wanted to do one thing
That would change your fucking life versus 2017.
Right.
Start a show on Bad Habits Network.
Yeah, get the show that I was supposed to start. No, I think it would just continue to be a better me. I think continuing to grow, educating myself, getting more education on that side would probably be it. I mean, and when I say education, I'm talking about sitting in a class, just learning more, being more diverse, being more well-rounded.
What about you, Kenny? What about you, Kenny?
Spend
What was
5
what
minutes
was your New Year's?
researching everything you read online before
Talk-
you
talk
believe
on the
it,
mic.
and then that'll be better at 2019.
We're gonna hear what
Honestly,
Kenny
no,
has to
that's
say about
seriously
his
what.
Yeah,
resolution.
hold on. Kenny, what do you want to do this year?
I honestly, to tell you guys the honest truth,
Change the starter in my truck, so I got to bang on it with a fucking hammer. Sorry.
that was
2018.
Yeah, talk into the microphone, Bubba.
I'm working on it. No, you guys got me on the spot.
I love you, Kenny.
Sure. We put him on.
We all do.
You guys got me kind of fucked up right now because it's.
You got you fucked up. Nobody made you drink that fucking Old Tom's in there.
He's
Come on,
flustered.
I wish I'd been a better husband because I went got divorced.
That's not your fault, dude.
No, see,
No,
you're
seriously,
thinking,
that's
no,
not
you need
his
to come
fault.
up with things you want to do in 2018. That's
And
You're
Dude,
never
you
going to be a
fucked up.
husband. Dude, you're never going to be a husband
Yeah.
again. You've already
You-
made that
No,
vow.
I'm saying you don't
I
want
ain't
to
never
think
gonna
about
be a
things you.
husband
But don't
again.
think about things you fucked up last year. Think about things you want to do this year.
This year,
Yeah,
I'm
bring
gonna
it.
bring another. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna build another fucking mud racer truck.
There you go.
Buy my truck. You can turn that into
buy
a
my
mudder.
truck, I got one. I'm gonna build another mud racer truck.
There you go.
And I'm gonna take care of my girlies.
There you go.
There you go, man.
Perfect.
I know it sounds like
Josh, what's yours?
mushy queer shit.
Mine was to join a competitive esports team.
And I'm gonna join
Nice.
the cult with Josh.
I actually went through, plugged in some information, and I joined a division. Can you not
So
hear me?
we'll be a cult
I
together.
joined a division of excellent players. God fucking damn it.
Sticks limp.
Excellent players, all like-minded.
Bang more bitches.
Yeah.
And my whole goal was to try to turn it into something that's more tangible, something
Right,
more real,
right.
instead of just hopping into what can be a competitive game and just getting shit on and getting tilted and all this shit.
Shit, Mike. Sorry. Say
But
Mike.
yeah, I have put in a little bit of work, got a competitive team going, in a group of.
Is Happy Dungeons included in that?
They might have a community for it.
Okay.
They have a community for Rocket League. They have a community for. I mean, it's a clan of something like 11,000 players.
Okay, because I was gonna say after the show, but fuck it, I'll bring it up now. I got back into Dynasty Warriors. Thanks to Happy.
Awesome.
There's a new game. It's called All Star Warriors. They
really?
use.
Dynasty Warriors. I'm a little confused.
It's a video game.
You're running around. You're running around and basically just murdering people.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they
is that
got a
GTA?
new they got a new one where the premise
medieval
is
times.
Nice.
feudal Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, and they got a new one out called Warriors All Stars. They use Dynasty Warriors, Dead or Alive. I mean, there's like I think they pull from like six or seven of the Toei Womega Industry games, and yeah, it's right up my fucking.
It reminds me of that the
niche.
GameCube when they added all the Disney characters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the what do you call that one? Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. They
Yes,
had everybody
yes.
involved. That
Yeah.
was across multiple games and brought it all into one game.
Still one of PlayStation's most popular games.
Yeah, I will tell you, I haven't really sat down in a console since like PS3. I just don't have a lot of
So
time.
are you
to do
PC?
it.
Are you PC Master Race then?
PC Master Race is a load of horseshit.
What's PC Master Race?
Josh,
PC Master Race.
you
is
were PC Master Race. And now
I
you're-
am PC Master Race.
Yeah.
I still believe it's a load of horseshit. But the whole thing is that PC can outperform any console.
I think so too.
It's
It
just a
can.
given fact.
Absolutely.
It
And
can
I'll agree-
outperform a console, but user-wise...
I will agree with that statement too because now I have a PS4 fucking app on my fucking laptop.
I'm saying
where I can remote play the games on my laptop.
Yeah,
far
but you're
as
still
too.
you're looking at graphics and you're looking at everything else. When you buy a PS4, everything I'm just using that as an example. Everything is preset.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the-
You're
with-
stuck with the hardware that you have.
with
You're
the
limited by
PC,
it.
you're able to upgrade and make things better production for you and game.
That doesn't
I
mean
just-
gaming wise that the PC is going to be better for somebody versus another person. No,
Right.
that's not
Right.
it at all.
Right.
Because
That's the
it's
problem.
about gaming what you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
And now we're talking video games. Kenny's
I mean,
like, I'm still
hey,
stuck on that Atari.
When I play Dark Souls 3 on the PC, I use a PS4 controller.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the fucking WASD controls for the fucking game are trash. They're fucking garbage.
Well, not only that, but not everybody in the world is coordinated enough to play a game with a keyboard and a mouse.
Well, no, fair enough. Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
single smash.
It's seriously, it comes down to coordination because during really fucked up parts of the game, your brain wants to go for that X button and not a fucking, fuck, what
Yeah,
key do I hit?
I will
Shift.
say
Like,
that, but I do like though with PS or PC is that a lot of games there's a buildable and this is an
Well, that's
outside. A
different
lot of people is
coordinations.
macro. You literally can turn your PC into a one-click game.
Right.
I know
right.
when
No
I
matter
shoot
what you're
straw on a
playing.
tree.
Right.
It's true. Yeah,
All right,
that's
you
very
know
true.
what? I gotta drop
Oh.
one notch here.
I didn't want to, but my 2017 goal is going to happen this year, hopefully.
What was your 2017?
Oddfellows. I got an email 3-4
Finally,
days
they got
ago.
back to you.
In the next couple of weeks, they want to get me in for interview. Hopefully, like I'm keeping my
but
fingers
what I'm
crossed,
saying,
but
though, is I'm
like,
different on that. Like
I know
you
the
guys
Portage
on the
chapter.
games shit.
Hey, hopefully this works out. Like,
I look
I
at
looked
shit
forward to
if
that.
it
It never
like-
happened. Like,
I got Crustable. I can show you a
Uncrustables are awesome. I love peanut butter and jelly. Sorry, keep
My kid likes to eat them frozen.
Mine too.
Frozen.
That's
They
what I.
can't
That's
be
what I do
thawed.
too. They're better that way. Like it's like a
Try it with
sorry.
Caroline, dude.
Scroll this shot.
Josh, you're gonna have to try that with yours. The frozen PB and J's.
Oh, the Uncrustables?
Yeah.
Do 'em
Hell
frozen.
Yeah, she loves that shit.
Like frozen?
Great for
Her teeth
teething.
are feeling fucking
Yeah.
bad because she's
Oh, yeah.
she's going through teething. We'll give her one.
Right,
And
yeah.
she'll max out and she'll be like,
Oh yeah, that's great.
See, like when my kids were little, the
and
bread,
she'll
like
fucking, like she
the bread.
loves Thomas the Tank Engine right now. That's her fucking jam. She is all up in like if it's not planned,
Right.
all hell is breaking.
But they do
fucking
set
loose.
that. They do set that cartoon up for a really naughty.
Yeah, they
right?
do.
The first
Yes.
Percy.
Yeah.
But when have you ever heard your kids say Percy?
Percy the pedo.
Little pussy, little pussy, the train.
Yeah.
Like,
Sparkling Wiggles was a good one too.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on Moana, Sing, and
Yeah.
Trolls.
Our child burnt out our Moana Blu-ray disc.
No
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, we played it so much it's burnt out.
It's on Netflix,
dead.
by the way.
It's like a rotation for 6 hours of a day.
We're
That's it.
It's on Netflix. Enjoy.
I finally hit the good point.
We're in the Disney Club.
Yeah.
So we get DVDs shipped to us every month.
It's on Netflix. Enjoy.
Fuck yourself.
I'm saying I finally hit the gold point as a parent. My kids are starting to get into live action movies. Ace Ventura. I'm saying Ace Ventura. Dude, no more cartoons.
speaking
Holy
of that-
fuck, I love this, dude. Like,
Dave, you haven't talked all show. Go.
Yeah, when you're talking about live action shit, my kids right now have watched Little Nicky over and
it's
over
an amazing
and
thing.
over.
I was Popeye's chicken's fucking awesome.
Look, I went a month ago. I went and bought the whole Home Alone fucking box set. I was so happy that my kids literally watched Home Alone the entire month of December. I'm not joking. Every fucking day, all day, it was fucking Home
What
Alone.
the fuck,
I love
Kenny?
it.
No, wait.
Kenny, we're having a wholesome show here.
Yeah, you.
No, we're not.
Where?
Hey, keep an eye on your phone for the pussy, not for us.
You want to come over and fuck later? Yeah, let's do that.
My
No,
name's
wait, you
Buck.
talk about some pussies.
And I like to
Hey,
fuck.
whose kids are scared of my truck? Last time they went for a ride.
Probably
Would be too.
Bucks.
The starter doesn't work.
No, wrong truck. 1,100 horsepower
I'd be scared if it-
F350 diesel. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I say, I'd be scared if my shit wouldn't start either. You know,
No,
like,
this
fuck.
fucker start. No, the truck I'm supposed to be buying. But I had back
You know
up
they
and-
wouldn't be.
Does
scared
it have
of
a good
Titan.
starter?
Yeah, it does.
Sweet.
No,
No more
these
bungee
fuckers
cords
were
and hammers
scared.
and shit. And like,
Dude, you're doing 65 miles an hour passing people in no passing zones flying through fields. Yeah, they were a little freaked out.
And he wonders why the
I love you,
why the
Kenny.
cops are
Fuck,
on a
man,
first
like-
name basis with him.
Hey, guess what though? I do that with my
because they're all
kids.
like, I don't want to
I
do
was
a
just
Kenny
saying if
today,
they
do
go
you?
limp, it's going to hurt less.
Your kids are fuck you, Kenny. Your kids are driving the truck.
All right, exactly.
See, Kenny's the male
want me to
equivalent
make
of
you
Tammy, the redneck. That fucking, you know that chick? All the cops are like, no, I don't want to deal with this tonight. You go home, have a good night. Fucking, please don't bring my name up to my fucking boss. Fucking, I'm gonna, yeah, fuck.
What do you think I'm here tonight?
Fucking Kenny.
I'm gonna make a coffee juice.
Coffee juice?
Yep, I'm gonna make a coffee. I got
Again?
to that
No, but-
coffee.
Well,
that I
in
have
all
to-
fairness-
No, you know
Have a
what
good
you need to
time.
Josh. You know what you need to fucking make again?
At
Peanut butter or
1200
custard?
Nope.
1,200 horsepower truck.
English toffee.
Well, no.
I took the kids out.
What prompted
we had a
this?
good time.
While you
I
guys
don't
are on
have
your
the,
We had a
tangent.
couple issues.
What,
so we had stuff at
what
the
prompted
bar,
this
and I
while you
grabbed
guys
a
are on your
6-year to
tangent
go.
is I reached into the mystery
David
box.
fucking
and
had to
grab
put
something.
tampon in.
It's a strong hazelnut, but it's kind of a.
Oh no.
The 8-ball. The 8-ball is what he pulled out of there.
and I didn't like.
So Hammer, I reached into the box here while you guys were doing your thing and reached in for the 8-ball. That's what we're down here discussing.
The 8-ball is fucking good. I will.
It's
feel
a
it
strong
I found-
coffee.
We're still talking about vapor stuff, folks.
I found something the other day when I was cleaning out the juice room. You'll be impressed.
Something for me? Yeah. Ooh, CBD. CBD?
Your mom?
From me?
Did you find your mom in there finally?
I thought he said for me. I'm like, oh, CBD. Yes.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You finally found Al Gore's global warming back there?
Hey, that's mine. I want it
Hey,
back.
you know they made me study that in high school.
I was only a
I had
loner.
to write a whole
Ask
paper
Dave
on
what
that.
happened.
They asked me to. See, I would have graduated 2000. That was the very beginning of all that whole thing. They brought that up, and I fucking laughed at them, and they wouldn't make me do anything with it. Because
Yeah, that
even
was the
today,
same
it's
here.
bullshit. Like
That was the same here. I was in 2001. and
I've had 100 people.
I'm an 03, and we
I'd say
still had to
over
do it.
100 people argue
we
with
said the
me
hell
about.
with it.
But
We
I'm
didn't
saying,
do anything.
I've had over 100 people
He found
argue
the
with me
peach.
about global warming. And
My
as soon
old
as
ass
you bring
peach.
up
Oh, my
true
God.
climate change facts, they
Yeah,
shut the
because if you go
fuck
through,
up.
if you go
Like,
through
oh
the
my God,
millions
it's
of
been
years,
so
this
long.
planet has shifted between one way to another.
The number
And
one.
If you look at it this way too, throughout all the volcanoes and shit like that, actually do more damage than we could ever do in our lifetimes.
But I'm saying there's a million arguments that people bring up. The number one argument of global warming that was brought up by Al Gore was that we are on a major warming cycle with no chance of cooling the planet down.
See, that's false.
Exactly.
been
Everybody,
false
every
because
scientist will say it's
you can
false. But everybody brings up all these little theories. Oh my God, but, and then
You can go back to the age of the
You know why
dinosaurs
that
when this
is?
planet was more fucked up than
It's
it is
because
now.
you're queers. And they
Exactly.
don't fucking chew Copenhagen.
But yeah, if you go back
so
to the...
too many queers didn't chew Copenhagen, and that's why the world's warming up.
Everybody's on that.
I
grizzly
love you,
shit.
Kenny. Fuck.
Everybody chews grizzly. Well, guess what?
It's all that grizzly.
Yeah.
Fucking all these dumbasses chewing grizzly and not enough rednecks chewing Copenhagen. That's why the world's
Exactly.
warming up.
But
Motherfuckers.
if you go back through history, the
Me and you have
planet's
been
history.
friends before even we knew that about the podcast and everything.
Which was like 3 years ago. Keep going.
Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying, though? I will never forget when me and you got. Oh, we won't say hi.
The
but
nicotine
in
bag.
times
No,
of
we
heating-
got high.
Yeah,
Like, we got
high.
baked as a motherfucker. Yeah.
On my front
nervous
porch,
now.
drinking a case of beer.
It's your mama listening. No, my mama still got high with us. Fuck, I
Oh,
don't
I
care.
don't know that shit. Why do you think I went,
Right.
almost went to jail?
That was my second batch I
Well,
ever
anyways,
fucking made.
Me and you sat there, we drank, we got stoner and fuck.
Stoner. Stoner. That's a fucking word I love. I'm sorry, but
Yeah. Well, I just dropped my can upside down. Good thing it was empty.
well, but that's exactly what this whole entire conversation's coming down
But
to.
you
Is
know what?
fucking everybody that's not ignorant
Me
is
and
on the
you-
same page as we are.
Yeah, me and you, we fucking
About
got
what?
stoner in hell.
About pot.
Yeah, and guess
Well,
what?
I don't know if it's so
We're
much
back to
ignorance
that.
as it is the stigma that was created.
No, you ask the old folks why they don't want weed legalized, and 99% of them fall back on the whole fucking, like Mexicans are bad people. Fucking like,
Exactly.
we
My
don't want
mom's
them raping our
Mexican.
women, and fucking, like people who smoke pot
They
are
stole
fucking
our
bad
jobs.
people, and they're fucking, oh my
Yeah,
God, everybody
they
who smokes
told
pot
ya.
is just like
They took our
violent
jobs.
people,
Well,
and like.
I think
Well, I'm stuck in the
You're
center of
getting-
it. If
I
you
mean, there
actually wanna
hasn't
sit
been
and think
there
about
hasn't
it,
been a good argument besides the whole
I'm
fact
gonna
that
give you
pot
one right
still
now.
like
Here's
you
where I'm
burn.
fucked.
Shut up for a minute. I'm saying you burn. He'll shut up for a minute if I ask.
We're
I'm
on a
saying,
legit-
but you
Hey, you
burn
didn't ask, you
marijuana.
told.
If you take a bud and you burn it, yes, there's carcinogens being produced because you're burning a plant material.
sure.
That's the only bad fucking argument that anybody out there can
Exactly.
produce for smoking pot is because you burn weed, it's bad for your lungs.
Here's where I'm
Well,
at.
but
My mom's
if you go back,
Mexican,
what
my
most
dad's
people
white
are
my
most
dad's
people
white
are on is the
Indian.
reefer madness. We brought
Right,
this up, right?
right.
Their problem with marijuana in general is that
Black people.
that it causes anti motivation and this and that, but the reality
It's
is
not that it turns,
there's a
it's
lot of
that
people
the
out there
guy was using
now,
was bad.
and I think that's why we're seeing a change in a lot of it is they're seeing the medical side
you
of
can
it.
try it. It's
And
But see,
what's
like-
going to happen is a lot of addictions are going to go away. I don't know how many.
Right.
I got a lot of friends that said if when we were
I
kids,
disagree.
if weed
like-
was legal, I wouldn't even drink.
Right, but like 90% of the argument nowadays is all because of burning brain cells.
Right.
Is what everybody bitches about in the whole fucking.
We're all burning brain cells
But no,
as we
I'm
crack
saying,
a can. You
the
know what I
whole
mean?
look, the
I'll
whole
tell you
burning
right
brain
now,
cells
I'm an
thing. Not only that, but the whole fucking gateway drug thing.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
main
horseshit.
fucking thing. Everybody swears to God, but nicotine is the main
You know what
gateway
got
drug
me
out
on
there.
Well,
everything?
but
A cigarette.
here's the thing with addiction, and I think the problem with addiction across the board. I think the problem with addiction across the board is no one's willing to accept that when you have an addictive personality, you have an addictive personality. You're going to get addicted to whatever you're focused on being addicted to.
Right.
Now, there are drugs out there right now, though. I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, you got heroin it messes your body.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a chemically produced
I agree with you.
change.
But that's a substance
Chemical.
that is you become chemically dependent on.
Correct.
But all right.
Pot has never been considered.
But what I'm saying though is you're telling me that you don't know anybody out of your circle of people that's not chemically dependent on pot.
No, psychologically, yes.
Okay, fair
but
enough.
not chemically dependent. No,
fair enough. It's
Because
like,
no, I'm saying every single dude that I know that sits online all day and throws a fucking fit because they can't find a bag, they're fine 2 hours later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's
They
like
just get on there and
cigarettes,
bitch because they want to be high, but it's not hurting them that they're not high.
It's
you
like
know?
cigarettes. People complain about cigarettes are hard to quit.
No, because see, people that run out of cigarettes seriously have fucking
You're right. No,
actual psychological issues because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, your blood pressure goes up. You don't digest food as well. There's certain things with lack of nicotine that is real. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that, but like.
The only thing that pot is bad for is traffic.
Or your refrigerator. Or, your grocery budget. That's what pot's bad for.
You're talking about, like...
Fuck, my ice cream budget was never as much as it was until I started smoking herb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? Here's the thing.
Now I want cookies. I want Swiss cake rolls. I want nutty bars. Like, fuck.
This ain't a clinical thing. It's not for painkillers. It's not for none of this shit. And tell you the honest truth, when I can, I try to get away from it. I take medical pills every day.
Sorry, dude.
Right?
That's great, though.
Because I tried not taking them. Guess what?
This is painful.
I ended up in the hospital with another heart attack.
Well, yeah, and I'm not disagreeing that. I'm not in any way saying that marijuana.
I'm not saying that. Medical.
It's happened.
Marijuana.
It's happened.
All that shit.
You gotta listen to
right?
Kenny episode number 3. That's what this should be called.
Don't fucking help. Alright? But, yes, I have to eat these fucking
shit show or whatever.
This is like the second
all this horse
number
shit.
2 of the year.
I'll tell you right now, I
main
eat
of
20
them,
pills a
this is
day,
number 3
and I
Kenny
hate it
Drunken
every fucking day.
But you know what though? If we're talking about pot has also changed.
Yes,
it's
it has.
It's not the same
genealogy
from back in the beginning of when they started going anti-pot, right? It's grown.
That shit I smoked way back when was way more strong than you guys smoked. But you give an old guy a dab and they sit there and shake and shit. And they're like,
You give up, dude.
Sorry
have
to
you
say.
seen? Okay, go bathroom. Go bathroom.
Hit the bell.
Okay, go get beer then, or whatever you're doing. But have you seen those fucking videos where they get the preacher, the rabbi, and the pothead to fucking
And they're all sitting around
doing
smoking.
dabs?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
and
are
what
those
people
good
don't
videos.
understand is dabs. If you're using the term dab, it's actually a concentrated form. Like there's nothing when people smoke pot, it burns off. It's just like a cigarette. I love when people are like, I smoke a whole cigarette and I get more nicotine. No, you don't. It burns off. So when you're smoking pot, it burns off a lot of THC as well. Dabs is a pure concentrated
Runaway train.
form. It's not a runaway train. We're on
the
topic.
episode is.
It is. It is. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying, though, I'm telling you right now, the difference is...
You burn marijuana, you produce THC. When you do dabs, because it's heated...
Get on the microphone. This is really good info. This is really good info.
No, well, I just want you guys to
If you burn weed, you produce THC.
Okay,
now hold on. No, listen. When they make dabs, because it's heated and then concentrated, it turns it into THCA. Which, hold on, it's metabolized by your liver. Now, once the THCA is metabolized by your liver, it is 10 to 12 times more psychoactive than actual THC is. That's why when people eat gummy bears, they're like, hey, one gummy bear ain't going to fuck me up. And in reality, they should have eaten like a leg or an ear off of that gummy bear.
Yes.
You know
So
what
now
I'm
you're
saying?
talking
Like-
about the edible side. Edibles are way more
but that's
potent
the same.
than...
But that's the exact same thing as
Because
the
they're
concentrate, because it's
digested.
technically THCA, which is a total different
monster.
psychoactive. I mean, holy shit, that stuff.
okay,
I mean, will ruin your fucking week. You know, like no joke.
Trust me, I know.
No, one gummy bear should not ruin
No,
6
I
days
know.
of your life.
Yes.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
want to
Like,
get shit on? Just eat like a portion of it.
holy shit! Like you'll ask a
As
guy at the
Gary-
dispensary, how much of this
It
should I
was-
eat? And the guy's like, a leg, and you're like,
Gary's
well, why
like,
the
"Oh,
fuck did
look."
you make whole gummy bears? What the fuck?
This is
You
no
know,
shit.
like
Gary's like,
Consumers,
oh,
man.
this.
It's like CBD. When you offer them one,
yeah, they're like, oh, you've got 75 mil. I want 325.
that's
no.
what I did.
and
That's
I
what
want
it
to touch on
fucked
that
me
with
up.
CBD. We were talking about this last time Ken was in the studio. people need to realize what a maintenance dose is. When you're going into your shops, and I say vape shops, they're selling you 300 milligrams. That's not a maintenance dose.
Hell no.
It's not a maintenance dose.
It should be like 5 to 15.
Yeah,
like.
you need, as an adult, you only need about 25 to 50 milligrams as a maintenance dose every day, and you're going to get a better effect than if you're vaping it or periodically. So if you're going into your shops and buying CBD, understand your shop should have that information available for you. Otherwise, you should be looking at another shop.
Nothing in there.
Okay.
No, well, like, and I'm getting.
Are you rocking that squonk there?
Yeah,
Picked it up from Veterans?
Yeah.
Forever Blood.
I'm liking how it's rocking now.
Yeah, honestly, with the squonk phase, it's really coming down to build.
Well, the build, it got put in yesterday by Dennis, and what did you do to it? Huh?
Excuse you.
No,
That's my battery.
No, the original build. Oh, this is your goon.
Yeah, excuse you.
Yep. See, squonking's coming down.
I noticed it was heavier.
But I'm saying the whole squonking game is literally coming down to two things.
Give that back to Josh. I'm sorry.
Laziness?
What's that?
Laziness?
No. The whole squonking
Fucking
game literally
goofy
comes
son
down
of a
to
bitch.
two little fucking parts. Okay. Laziness is one.
Hey,
okay.
I'm lazy.
Okay. Not only that, but two, it really, really comes down to your battery. It's not your build quality. Because 99% of good squonkers out there are all mech now. If you don't have a good battery,
Oh, yeah,
you're never
absolutely.
going to push the fucking build that you're hoping for your build to do.
It's
you
a
know what I'm
fact.
saying? Like,
No, yeah.
I mean,
Well, and
90% of the people that I've had come to me and say, hey, can you help me with my squonker? And it fucking looks everything good. And then I find out that the fucking battery that they're using, they bought 2 years ago at a fucking shop, and it's down to, like, I mean,
Well,
literally, if you want
this-
a good squonking experience, get a brand new fucking LG Brownie or a fucking good battery. You know what I'm
Lithium
saying?
core.
Like,
Lithium cores.
or if you could get a fucking lipo fucking squonker, that'd be awesome. But
Well,
like,
see,
Well,
my
hold
problem
on.
There are
Geek,
some.
Geek
There
Vape,
are, but
Geek
it's-
Vape's got that dual 18650 out now that's regulated.
Yep.
but it's huge.
No, it ain't. It's about the size of a fucking relo.
A squonker,
Yeah.
it's still going to
it's
be
about
like
this
this wide
size.
because
No,
you've
it
got.
isn't.
Isn't it?
No,
No,
it's
it's like
small.
a relo. It's like an RX 200.
It's still going to be wide ass
Kinda like
because
this.
you've got
Yeah.
fucking 2 batteries and a bottle in it. But
kinda
yeah,
like
it's
this.
still huge. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
and I think squonking, it's funny to see that it's resorting
Great
back,
for gaming.
it's resorting back to the original type of vaping where you had
Mouth to
a
lung.
single
That's-
battery, mouth to lung, and you had a plate
I mean, literally
between
90
your fire pin. That's
90
really what pushed it.
Yeah, 95% of people that I've seen go to squonking hate it because they're fucking sub-ohm vapors. Literally,
Well,
you're not going to find...
I am, but this is fucking
Give
fantastic.
it a month. Give it a month. I swear to
I've
God,
been
you're
doing-
not
dude.
going to find a fucking happy vaping experience if you are a major sub-ohm vapor off of a squonk.
Do you
Yeah,
have a
but
fresh
you know
battery?
what? If we're gonna get on sub-ohm, here's the problem. And
Here we go.
Gary always knows I
You
get
have a
into
fresh
this.
battery?
Right.
Yeah,
all
and
of
the-
all
just
of these
they're all on the
people who
charger
say I
still.
sub-ohm vape, and they're using a 2 battery watt device, and they're saying they're doing 200 watts. You're not. Sorry.
You're doing 180.
120, 130 maybe.
if
At
your
most,
batteries are
180.
loving it. So that's the whole thing. Is I think the problem is
Two
vaping.
18650s will
Let him finish,
technically
Josh.
only push 125, 130.
No, yeah, absolutely. And the problem with vaping right now is it's becoming what I call it Instagram vaping.
Yeah.
Whatever's popular by a company, and they're going
Right.
to tell you.
It's
You
dumb.
notice companies always release a 200, a 218, a 220,
Right.
a 230. If you don't understand the electronics behind vaping, you're
Right,
going to get
right.
duped into buying something that's not going to do what you expected it to do.
And that's what I'm saying is this whole squonking fucking era is literally turned into a money grab. That's all it's really coming to.
Well,
a
yeah.
fucking mech squonker should never cost somebody $100. I'm sorry, but
Well, and you know, vaping, if you're talking about that, it's growing as well. Vaping is the industry itself. Is the products are people are believing that the products should be different.
no,
And
vaping turned
grow.
into a fucking pardon my French, but a giant dick sucking contest. Honestly, because 99%
well,
of
I
people
agree with that.
I
No,
say
literally
fanboy, but yeah.
But I'm saying 99% of people out there, literally, you could have the best fucking mod in the world in somebody's hand, and they're going to say, no, this is a piece of shit because I like this guy's because he's been
Well,
my
it's just like
Facebook
the
friend
cell
for
phones.
6 months.
It's just like cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, because now literally the vaping game turned into a popularity Facebook contest.
Well, no, I
if
mean,
you
what I
don't
mean
have
by-
this maker's shit in your hand, you're a piece of shit. You
That's
need to
what I
have
mean
that.
by like cell phones.
Or
because-
better yet, one of my favorite.
If-
one of my
if you
favorite
don't have the
guys that we
Google-
share
I'm
friends
saying
with.
people are always pushing. Hey, fucking hand checks. Hey, I'll be like, dude, look at this piece of shit I got in my hand, and I enjoy this thing just as much as that fucking $1,000 thing you got. in
Well,
your
and I
hand.
think that's the problem is that it's grown into a hobby, right? So vaping has now moved from being an alternative to smoking to be a hobby for a lot of people.
Well, it went.
So that's the whole thing.
I'd say it went from a hobby to a fucking. What's the word I'm looking for?
Douchery?
Not a douchery, but like a popular. I mean, I'm not saying popularity contest, but like
Status-
I can afford
status
this, you
symbol.
can't. Yeah, exactly.
All right, now here's
It's
the
a
deal
fucking
with
But
that.
status
there's
quo
companies
thing.
as well doing that with companies
Literally,
taking
there's
a mech that costs them
I'm still waiting, dude.
$50
Honestly,
to make.
I've said this and I'll say it again. If you put a Harley Davidson symbol on a fucking mod, gone.
I'd never buy a Harley Davidson.
But that's what I'm saying.
Anything.
I was a fucking
Victory all
admin.
day for
Why
me.
half of them still
Okay,
leak just like the
for about
mods.
6 months last year, I was an
listen to
admin
what I gotta
on the
say.
Cyclone page. I've never
Here's the
owned a
deal.
Cyclone. I can't afford one, and
You
I don't
had a
think I will.
MOSFET.
But I'm saying I don't think I could afford one. You know what I'm saying?
No,
if I
here's
told
what it
these
comes
guys
right
I
down
didn't
to.
have one and I was vaping off of this, they would have kicked me off that page in a goddamn second.
This
But
was a
as long
fucking-
as I took care of their questions and fucking helped everybody out, hey, I was fucking fine.
Well,
as
my
long as
squad-
they didn't know I was the
this
poor
works.
guy.
Well, I'll
Most
tell you right
likely.
now, that squonk
I'm
that
out.
he's holding, who'd you get that from?
I am
Ken
too.
Andrews from AlienCloudVapes.com.
Oh, you got the.
It was a
And-
gift. It was
the
the
oil rig?
yeah. It's the rig squonk.
And honestly,
Well, I
what I
had
love
to
about
buy
Ken,
one.
American-made product.
Absolutely, and that's the
American-made product.
best. That is the best and most expensive mod I've ever had.
Well, not considering we went to school with the guys who make these things. So
But
Yeah.
I think it goes back to Ken. We're talking about Ken being part of the sponsorship,
And part of the network.
part of the network. He's bringing the products that he knows are quality, right?
Yes.
And he's standing behind those.
Yes.
So, for you to have something from him as a gift, even, and really loving that,
Yeah.
no matter what kind of device it is, that's huge.
And stay tuned for
and
January.
the number one thing that makes
Sean, shut up! I'm trying to do a promo.
I was just getting into the promo. Can I?
January 20th. We'll see what Ken Andrews brings to the table. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's why I was just
And
saying
that's
the
fantastic
difference
because
between.
I love being on those shows.
I'm saying the difference between a good distributor and a bad distributor is if you say, "Hey, I fucking love this thing that's in my hand," and the guy says, "Hey, maybe we'll see if we can get those," or he says, "No, I don't like that. We're not going to do that." That's the difference between
Well,
a good and a bad
Ken
distributor.
actually carries a rig.
Yep.
He carries a rig.
He
so,
carries the rig pig.
And
Well,
I
I
have
know
to
Ken's
say,
the guy that if you say, "Hey, I really like this. Is there anything you could do?" Ken's going to do a job, and he's going to fucking get that for you.
I will tell you, I've been on his website yet again, and I'm still chasing
do?
down.
What gauge wire is it?
There's wire in the juice room on the shelf where the CBD shelf.
Ladies and gents, we're currently in a build session.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Outside
All
of
of us should have
outside
showed
of
up last night, huh?
I was gonna say yeah. Yes, you should have.
I tried, man. I fucking my wife had to take care of sick babies. So
Well, it's all
I don't,
good,
I don't
man.
argue.
No, what I'm getting at is it's a thing of,
That was a half hour ago.
no,
No, he wants to talk about vaping still.
I'm picking on you, Kenny. Sorry.
yeah,
But you don't vape, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny vapes.
You,
Kenny
Once
has,
in a while, yeah.
Kenny has the
Too much work for me.
big ass interchangeable plates from Limitless.
it's one of the things.
If you're using a
When I had my stroke in the
Sorry,
airport,
Dave.
I was on die. I got into vaping.
Don't take too much.
If
I
you're
like-
using
I
a
plan on
one
drinking
battery
more.
squonk,
I got,
just
I
doing
got,
a little
I got
sip.
more upstairs.
what do you got, Josh? One battery
It's,
squonk.
Mine, you know, like, my vapor thing.
Oh, that's
ain't
cool.
I don't do big shots.
cool
Just
as
take the
shit.
edge off.
It's got hair and whatnot.
No.
But tell you the truth, you know what though? You gotta look at it.
Yes,
on a
folks,
range
he's not driving himself
or
home.
hillbilly or cowboy
Yeah, I am.
farmer,
Not you.
look,
I'm kidding.
Alright?
Well,
Talk into the microphone.
Kenny,
I am.
Kenny,
Wait,
hold
wait,
on,
no,
hold
wait,
on.
wait, wait,
No,
wait.
I want to touch on this because here's the thing Kenny's trying to get on
About that.
is
No, because
vaping
somebody's
has so
gonna-
many people from so many walks of life involved in it,
Right.
right?
We got
So-
senators. We got fucking.
And you were touching on this. No matter what the device you're using, as long as you're vaping and not smoking, you're ahead of the game.
I don't give a shit
No,
if you're
alright,
using
now
an
here's
ego
the deal.
pen and
Do
a
you wanna drive
fucking
home and I'll
old
follow you?
Kanger tank. I don't care.
Here we go.
I
I
have
mean,
to.
I went
Alright,
from
then I'll
about
give
3
you right
packs of
back,
smokes
Right.
and a can of Copenhagen a day. I mean, that's
Copenhagen. Sorry.
Yeah, another non-paid
advertisement.
Yeah,
trademark, as the Jake would say.
But no, what I'm saying is, I went from a can of
Has he been back?
No.
And
him and the Gabby.
Cigarettes a day.
I'll get him back up here.
Ghosts.
I was doing my vaping, trying to work on that. I'm not going to lie to you, anybody. I'd rather chew Copenhagen, or I'd rather chew tobacco. I don't want to say Copenhagen because they don't fucking pay us. Clear bastards.
You've already said it like
So
30
Copenhagen
times.
doesn't pay us, so we're not going to say Copenhagen. Copenhagen!
Episode brought to you by not Copenhagen.
My chew, right?
Give me a dirty look.
A can of chews lasts me a day. Alright?
That's awesome.
I ain't got to charge it in the morning. I don't have to
But
do
it gives.
anything.
But it could possibly give you mouth cancer.
But you got to look at the effects of chew that you're using. Now, you're talking to a person that chewed as well. I mean, I chewed and smoked.
Well, I did
Gremlin, have a good night, folks.
I chewed 2 packs of smoke after
Yep.
can of Copenhagen a day.
That's what Kenny rocks.
Not the worst thing from Limitless.
Yeah, I'm being
It was.
Josh is out.
Josh is out.
We got a minute left, folks. This episode has been one hell of a craptastic show. I love it.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, no worries.
Absolutely.
You're good now.
We just gotta do some special engineering with getting somebody home.
We're making a plan.
Yeah,
Good people don't smoke marijuana.
Yeah, and guys, be safe out there. All that other good shit. Shots from the balcony.
Your mom.
Stand by for.
Was it really shots though?
Yeah, it turned into everything again. It turned into a BHN episode.
Pretty much.
But I digress, guys. I'm Gary the Hammer. This has been Shots from the Balcony. We are out of here like fat kids in dodgeball. Good night.
Later, fuckers.
Fuck.